wait to make sure we are on the thing. And then I will start the show. Oh my goodness. What a 24 hours, give or take, it's been. Okay, it looks like we are live. So, any reason not to start?
Nope.
Nope, all good.
Okay. The Veteran Gamers podcast is not for children, okay? So if you're listening and you're under the age of 18, turn the show off, you piece of shit.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Here we go, baby. We're on the way.
Welcome, yo, to the Veteran Gamers. Juju, Ginny, other fellas will tell you about every single game that we play this week. News, reviews, and an indie pick. Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite saviors.
Failure! Failure! You are behind schedule!
It's the Veteran Gamers.
Failure! Failure! You are behind schedule!
It's the Veteran Gamers.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Yeah, boy.
Don't make me break my foot off in your ass!
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
That was a farcical sound effect.
Hello and welcome to episode 866 of the Veteran Gamers podcast.
Yeah, 866. What's up, people? Welcome. I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
And I'm Ben.
And if you notice the
you
cable
go.
sticking out of my headset here, it's because I forgot to charge up my headset. So I am locked into this position that I'm in because I can't move too far away or it'll unplug the headset. And,
I can see the wire.
So I'm stuck. I can only move my head a little bit and I can't move my body at all. I'm kind of locked in syndrome, like the dude who wrote Les Scaphandres, Les Papillons.
So if you
But yeah,
desperately
tell you
suddenly
about
have explosive diarrhea, you're buggered, aren't you?
I'm
'Cause
glad
you've
I
got
don't
nowhere
have
to go.
any of that. Yeah. Oh,
You just have to shit yourself in place.
like I do every week. So
Like you
How
do
is
every week,
everybody?
man. It's more comfortable.
Yeah.
Keeps you warm.
Well, let me tell you something, people. I've had a heck of a 24 hours, so I'll take the
My
first
favorite
round of story
time.
time.
It's
if
story
nobody-
time.
Oh, you go.
Story
you go.
time.
It's really, there's not as much of a story, but we have Diane's sister and her nephew and his special lady friend visiting us, which is lovely. They're great. Love having them around. They're very low maintenance. It's not like we got to do anything major. We went to the Mustard Museum today, the National Mustard
Very
Museum.
exciting.
English mustard pots.
It was amazing. They have all kinds of mustard from around the world. I should have brought the pot with me that I bought. I purchased a little jar of the 2026 World Champion mustard from France. It won the world competition, world championship of mustard. So I got a little bit of that. It was very tasty. They have free samples, of course. Diane got some special mustard to use for the deviled eggs she's going to make tonight. So that's a lovely treat.
Nice deviled egg. I like a deviled egg.
You know that we took our dog with us on the road trip to Florida and back.
We
He
do,
was-
yeah. It was
Do you
well.
remember?
Is it a he or a she?
He.
Is it she.
Yeah, he.
He was very well behaved. from
Very
what I
well
remember.
behaved. He's a lovely dog, very chill. For some reason, when Diane's sister and the others showed up, he started like, "Arr, arr, 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 arr," and like wouldn't stop. So like
Wow.
we're letting him run around and like he's generally being okay, but like at a certain point he went past Grace is his lady friend's name. He went past her and he was just like, "Arr!" And like kind of like his nose and teeth kind of went near her hand and she got a little hurt. And I was like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
And so we put him on the leash.
going on?
And then Darren later was going down the stairs. And then Andre kind of went at him a little bit. So now we have to have him on the leash the whole time. He's barking
Strangers
crazy.
in the house, though, maybe. You
I
know?
guess. We've had strangers in the house. And he's always been chill. So I don't know what he's doing. It might be that he's still freaked out from the road trip or something. I don't really know what's going on. But it's just so stressful to have him on the leash and have him right next to me. Right now, they're all on a hike. Like Diane took them to the park or something. So like they're not in the house. But like every moment, I'm just like, uh-oh, is there someone coming?
Where it is
Do I
going to
have
bite him or something.
Right. Is he going to be barking? Is he going to be annoying? Is he going to be aggressive? And he's never been like this before. So it's just so frustrating and stressful. And then the headphone thing happened. And I'm like, maybe I can use the
no.
wireless headbuds with the Bluetooth. And no, that doesn't work very well. So whatever. I'm here.
Do you know, this
I'm
is
glad I'm
your
here.
podcast to take a breath.
This is a
Take
chance for me to
breath.
just relax and just hang out and not move my body or my head too much.
Exactly, and just not move anywhere.
need to get a
an ant.
longer-
You're like an ant.
I need to get a longer extension cord for my USB cable. That was one thing I should get. But how often does it come up? You know, usually I remember to
I have
charge the wireless ones.
I have a friend who has a extremely large dog.
Yeah.
It's a type of terrier, believe it or not. I'm trying to. Is it Airedale? Is it an Airedale Terrier? Could be an Airedale Terrier.
Could be.
But it's a type of terrier, and it's absolutely enormous. We call it the alligator
Yeah.
because it's got this huge snout,
Right.
just full of teeth. You know, it's just massive.
Yeah.
And that dog just does not like people in the house.
Yeah.
Like you go around. I mean, and this thing jumps up at you, and its paws are on your shoulders. I mean, that's how
sure.
big this dog is.
Oh yeah.
Fucking enormous.
He's a big one.
But I've kind of got used to it, you know. He sort of calms down after a while, but
Yeah.
I'm never fully comfortable.
Right.
I do feel, yeah.
And
It's
do you
not
get the
nice when
sense
you
that like he
feel-
could hurt you? Is he interested in hurting you? Or is he just being friendly, goofy, jumping up?
He's young. I mean, he's still
Yeah.
young. He's only about just over a year old
Yeah,
now.
he doesn't know
but
his own strength.
I
typically.
don't know. I think he could. I think he wouldn't be. I don't think he'd purposely try and
Yeah.
bite you. I think
Right.
it would be more of a accidental
Yeah.
bite because he was
Right,
getting a
right.
bit.
See, and I
You
think
know, a bit
right, and I think that's
over
what
the
it
top, I
was
guess.
when he was. You know, Diane keeps saying like he's trying to herd people, and I'm like, okay. Honestly, I don't really know what the purpose is. I don't know what's causing him to do this. I just don't like the fact that he's
Yeah.
hurting our guests. You know what I mean? Like,
But he's
that's
never
just
hurt
not-
me. I mean, he's never
I'm glad to
bitten me
hear it,
full
and
on. He's never done anything like that.
Right. I'm glad.
He's
to hear
just a bit. I don't know. A bit like boisterous. That's
Yeah.
probably a really good word.
That is a good
He
word.
got. I mean, this is what happened. They used to take him to doggy daycare,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he got banned from doggy daycare because he
Wow.
was humping all the little dogs. You know, he was. He
That's
were
not what
full
I
on-
expected you to say. So, okay.
And he was also like pinning them down with his front paw, so he would just roll these little dogs over and just pin them to the floor like
Yeah,
some sort
yeah.
of giant wrestler.
right. Right.
So he got banned from 2 doggy daycares.
Wow,
that's how bad he was.
crazy.
Because
See, I
he was
expected the
just
second
so
one there. Yeah.
badly behaved, but yeah, he did a lot of humping apparently.
Oh yeah. Sexy dog.
And now they have to have someone walk him. You know, because
Yeah.
obviously they just can't take him to doggy daycare because
Yeah.
it's just too.
I gotta be honest. There's a
violent
part of me that's
towards
like,
the other
I mean, look,
dogs.
I like the idea of like, oh, our dog doesn't have to be alone all day. It's a lovely thing. There's a part of me that's like, you know what? He's a fucking dog. He's just sitting in the house. That's a good life for a dog. Is just hang out in
Yeah.
the house.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
There's
the
a
idea
lot-
that we
honestly,
take him to
when you-
daycare
yeah.
and stuff. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Take
He's
him.
probably-
Go to Egypt and then see all the dogs out there and
Yeah,
see their
exactly.
lives.
Right.
Trust me, these dogs, these Western
Pampered.
dogs have
Pampered.
hit the jackpot.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah. No, I'll be honest, Duke. I think it's probably a bit of territorial stuff, and
Yeah.
it's probably them making a bit of a fuss over you, and he's a bit jealous. It might be a bit of
It
jealousy.
might be. It might
creeping
be.
in
And he's a
there.
very protective dog too. He's very protective.
Yeah.
So, you know, it could be the type of thing where it's like, I don't know who these people are. Like they're getting in between me and my
Yeah.
person and whatever. So like
Exactly.
the fact that he's so loving and sweet with us, it's a double-edged sword in this instance. But I keep thinking
He'll
about
probably
like,
calm down.
I hope
think
he
he'll
is calmed down a little bit today, which is nice. I
Yeah.
don't feel comfortable taking him off the leash, you know, like I don't want to have anyone get hurt. And this is morbid, but it's true. Like I was thinking like, okay, after, 10 years from now, once Andre has had his time with us, like the next dog I get, man, I want it to be the most laid back. Like I want a pug. I want a schnauzer.
Yeah,
I
get
want
a pug,
something
man.
that's
They get
gonna
out of
just
breath
sit
after about
there.
3 seconds.
Exactly. I want someone who's too exhausted to ever do anything that could be.
Yeah,
After
yeah,
the pit
they
bull,
just walk
almost
3
losing my
feet and they're
fucking thumb in a
exhausted.
dog fight, and now
Yeah.
this, I'm like,
when
you
you're
know
like
what? I
halfway
need to-
through a walk, it just stops and you have to
Fine.
carry it.
Okay,
That's the
I'll carry
part.
a
Yeah,
baked
exactly.
potato-sized dog home if it means I don't. I mean, there's always a
Or a
negative.
bloodhound. What about a bloodhound? They're
No,
massive dogs,
I don't
but
want a bloodhound.
they just want to sit down and do nothing, though.
I
You know,
mean,
they just
maybe,
sit
I
there.
don't know. Anyway.
It'd be just like a rug in your hallway.
Yeah, exactly.
Just step over it every day.
Yeah, I as a window cleaner who deals with dogs all the time, if for me it's I have to sometimes wear my luminous jacket, and
Yeah.
that freaks the dogs out. You know, luminous
sure.
for some reason they are just
Yeah, they're not into that.
Yeah. So like some customers, I literally take all my like health and safety stuff off. I'm like, listen, I'm doing this
Wow.
for me, my health and safety, not getting bit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
sometimes as
exactly.
well,
That's a good
if
way
you
to put
don't
it.
pay attention to them, they are absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Like one, it just yaps.
Right.
I'm like, right, I've now know. Just completely ignore you. Speak to the
Mhm.
customer.
Yeah.
and then they just leave me alone.
Right.
But
They have a purpose. Like,
it
and that's
helps
the thing
if
too.
you know their name
Yeah.
as well.
Oh,
Like
sure.
with
Oh,
mine,
sure.
if you know their name, or as soon as you say their name, they're like, well, you must. How do you know
Right.
my name? Okay, now chill.
And usually, like, if we can get the person visiting us to give the dog a treat, he's like, "Ooh, this person has treats. I'm gonna be friendly." And we did that as soon as they showed up. I'm like, "Here, everybody give him a treat. He'll be your friend." And he was cool for a minute, but then he was like, I don't know. He just, again, it's behavior that we're not used to seeing. And like, now I know how Jeffrey Dahmer's father feels. Because you love the person, but you know they're capable of harming others, and it's like, I'm so conflicted.
Yeah. I'm hoping your dog isn't a psychopath, though.
I don't know, man. That look in his eye.
Let's hope. Let's hope
Can't
Andre
tell.
isn't a psycho. That would be bad. That would be
All
bad.
right, Ben, Stu, anybody got a story to tell?
I've got a story, but it's a long one, so we'll let Ben
Go ahead,
go.
Ben.
first.
Give
Okay,
us a
I have
little
a short
short,
one.
fun story.
I went on Friday, sorry, to go and see Mrs. Lauren Hill.
Oh, all right.
All
I didn't know
right,
she was
okay.
touring again. That's great.
How many concerts? Just out of trivia question here. How many concerts a year do you reckon you go to, Ben?
All of them.
I'd say 25, 30.
Oh my God!
Quite a
That's
lot.
Enjoy it while
mental.
you're young, man.
Yeah.
Once you get to my age, it's
Yeah, I
like,
guess.
ugh, another concert
Do
this
you know
month?
If I
that-
go to about 3, I think I've done well.
No,
Yeah.
there is a line. There is a line because when I was younger, I used to go out on a Tuesday, a Wednesday to all these secret sets and all that. And now I've noticed, me and my brother were saying, one, I've seen literally all the artists I've ever wanted to see. Like, there's not that many left.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm very selective. And yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you've got me. But if it's like on a Tuesday in
Oh, yeah.
Nottingham, there's a
Oh,
tiny
yeah.
little event.
Right.
Yeah, I have not got
No,
that
so-
in me.
So what's it? I mean, you've seen a lot of artists live. So what's the best show you've ever been to? Then what would you
it's
rate as
such
the
a hard
best?
question. The most surreal, like, ultimate show I've ever been to was probably this year. I went and saw Fred again, and Daft
Okay.
Punk did the secret set.
Ooh,
Daft Punk, who
nice.
retired
Yeah.
for 20 years, he came out, and my brother, he heard a rumor. He kind of knows Fred again in like a loose way, and I heard a rumor that Daft Punk are performing with Fred again, and me and my brother were like, we have to get tickets to this. So yeah, somehow my brother wangled us tickets, and just
Hey.
being that show live,
Oh, yeah.
like, it's the show of the year. Like, you type on YouTube, it's got like 25 million.
Uh-huh.
So
lists.
let me.
You were-
did have
wait,
the
you were
helmets
able to
off,
see
So
them-
you know it was
wait.
definitely then.
Yeah, that's
No,
a
yeah,
good question.
it's Thomas. It's Thomas. His name's Thomas. The other guy
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
performing because he has cancer, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, he's dying.
But
Sadly.
you were able to see them perform one more
Yeah,
time?
One of them. One of them.
One more time.
Yeah, see what he did there.
That was a really unique experience.
Yeah, that's
like,
so cool. Isn't
in
it?
my lifetime, they were the S tier that like was the creme de la
Mm,
creme. Never
yeah,
thinking
sure.
I'd never get to it. It's like when people say I've
Right.
seen the Beatles or Queen, you're like, whoa. Like, for
Yeah.
me, that was just a jaw dropping experience. But
Totally.
yeah, I've done every year there's a different list. Like, for me, tomorrow when I went to Glastonbury, I saw Guns N' Roses and Elton John's last performance. But
Uh-huh.
Guns N' Roses for me, seeing Slash in the flesh,
Yeah.
that was like. But now when I re-listen to that, because I have that set downloaded on my iPod,
It wasn't a great set, man.
it wasn't a great set. But
It
seeing
wasn't.
Slash and I was up front of the stage,
It's the
it was
experience,
just
not
like,
necessarily the songs themselves.
you know what? It was just reminded me on Guitar Hero 3, you could play a Slash, and like to
Hey.
see Slash in the flesh doing that.
Yeah,
But then when I
playing his
rewatch it,
guitar,
I'm like,
slashing his guitar.
but when I rewatch it, that set wasn't that good actually. Like,
No,
it just
wasn't.
go
I
down.
remember it being pretty bad. Elton John's was amazing. He did an amazing set.
But I've got to talk about on Wednesday, Lauryn Hill. Have you heard
Yeah.
about how? Do you know anything about her, like her history?
Yeah. She
I
was
would
with the
imagine
Fugees
Duke
and-
knows a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was with the
So
Fugees
she said,
and
"I'm
stuff,
going
and
to
she said, I'm
do
gonna
the main album
yeah.
for the whole way through."
Mm-hmm.
So they bring her on. Well,
Yeah.
no, she's
The
meant to come on. They
Miseducation of
bring
Lauryn Hill, you mean? You're talking about that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle comes out randomly
Oh, okay.
to do a bit.
To rant
he's
about
like,
how
I'm
much
a-
he hates trans people. Go ahead.
Yeah, he wasn't doing that.
Oh,
So then
thank God.
he says, "I've got 10 minutes," but then he's there for half an hour.
Oh,
In
my
the end, he
goodness.
starts doing karaoke and almost go, "What's going on?"
What the
Yeah,
hell?
something's
the
going on
album's
here.
the album's an hour and a half long. What's going on? Right? Then he starts doing karaoke. I'm like, this is a bit
The
weird. She is 45 minutes, 50 minutes late.
Ooh.
She's
Oh,
finally
God.
ready to come on, right? And I'm like, okay, here we go.
Okay.
And then she goes, right, now I want to talk about reproduction of like the Africans, what happened to us. And I am all for that. Do not get me
Yes.
wrong. But when you're
Well, you want to hear
45
some
minutes-
songs.
when you
man.
had to
you're
listen to Dave
45 minutes late-
Chappelle go off the top
Right.
for 45
So
So
minutes,
then
and
this woman
yeah.
comes on for 15 minutes, and I'm all for it, but
Yeah,
like
right.
I'm just like, come on, get on
When's
with
the
the
Yeah,
show.
songs,
right,
man?
sure.
Right.
They were paid for a concert.
And then she
Right.
finally comes on,
yeah.
and I'm telling you, what's her biggest hits? Do you know them?
that thing?
well,
that
Killing Me
thing, that
Softly, I guess, from the
thing.
Fugees.
I mean,
Yeah.
does she do
you
that?
know
one?
what? I heard 20 seconds of it because
Oh,
she got
no.
cut off because she went over time.
What?
She decided to do
Ah,
in
man.
Well, you have
album
to-
in
you have a-
order.
a
In
curfew
order.
in
Well,
it.
hey,
How
you
it
know
was
what? I'm
doing.
sorry. This is an unpopular opinion, but Lost Ones is the
Yeah.
best song on that album, so you got to hear that one because that's track 1.
Yeah,
right?
true.
Okay.
But oh my
It's funny
goodness,
how
right?
money
Then
changes
she's halfway through
situation.
it, and then she goes, "I'm going to stop the show," because me and my brother are like, "Bro, she ain't going to make this." She goes,
Yeah.
"I want to bring out a special guest," and we were like, "Oh, who's it going to be?" It's Bob Marley's son, Ziggy Marley, and all
Okay.
these lot. So he brings them up. Now we're going to do 3 songs of Bob Marley, but his son's
Oh,
going to sing
man.
it. So it was cool, right?
I
But
mean,
I'm
that's
not
cool,
here
but that's
for
not
Bob.
what you came for.
I'm not here. I
No,
want to hear the
right.
songs. So
Yeah.
then she goes, right, let's get down on one knees. Everyone, come on, let's go, let's go. 3, 2, 1. And as we jump up, the sound cuts, curfew, sorry.
Oh,
Job
man.
I
done. 11
literally
o'clock.
heard, ready or not, a line of it. Ready
Oh,
or
Ready
not.
or
and then
not? But
Ah.
that was
it was
it.
like when they turned the jukebox off.
Now, my brother has a way of my brother has a way of getting tickets. So we got these tickets. I can't say how much, but they were extremely cheap because it wasn't selling well.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
it
was
wouldn't be
wondering,
cheap.
yeah, but these tickets were £100. If someone had paid I
Damn.
would be fuming.
Pissed.
Yeah, that's pretty frustrating.
So yeah, it was an
mad.
experience.
Huh.
But
Now, I have got a similar story, but right, now don't laugh. Right, don't laugh because
Okay, I won't laugh.
it just doesn't have the same credibility, okay, as Lauryn Hill.
It's all right.
Yeah.
go ahead. We won't
So
laugh.
I'm gonna go there. It's like ripping a band-aid off. I'm just gonna say what it was.
Okay.
But we took Millie to see Ollie Murs. All right, I said it. It was Ollie Murs. All right,
I have no idea
Yeah.
who
Ollie
that is.
Murs. Yeah, you don't want to know, but
Oh, I do want to. I'm looking it
it
up
was
right
at
now.
it was at the time, you know, when he was about to present the X Factor and he got the gig
I do.
presenting X Factor.
yeah,
So halfway through the show, they stopped the show so he could do a promo thing for the X Factor. And he wanted all of the audience to hold up the cameras, you know, with the flash on the back, the light up. And then he came running out onto the stage while they filmed him to use at the beginning of the X Factor intro, right?
okay.
They did it 3 times
Oh,
before they
for
were
fuck's
happy with
sake.
it.
Oh, God.
my.
Shoot your
Which
promo
took- I'm
footage
not kidding
somewhere
you,
else.
it was
y'all.
about
Jesus.
20 minutes of the
Ugh.
concert was spent doing this promo intro for the
That's
X
so
Factor. And we were
fucking
just
stupid.
like, we've paid money for this.
Yeah.
We have paid money.
You should be paying
I don't
us,
want to
man.
watch you running on the stage 3 times
Yeah,
to
really.
fucking do an I was like, what the fuck, man?
I
That's
know.
crazy.
So yeah, that,
You-
it's
you
not
know
quite
what?
the same gravity.
Wait, no, it's
You know what I mean?
disrespect for your fans, though.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just
Yeah.
like, yeah, I felt for a lot of these people were so gassy. Laura Ho. There was Erica Dabu. Dabu, is it? Erica
Badu.
Dabu.
Badu.
Badu. That's it.
Yeah.
She was amazing,
Yeah,
but they wouldn't
yeah,
put out
she
the
did
set
good.
times. So they were like, "Oh, we're not.
Mm.
We let the set times come out." We turned up. We're like, "Yo, when is everyone on?"
Yeah,
Oh, we're not sure.
right.
We're not sure. Obviously, Lauren Hill is notorious for being late, but I was
Yeah.
like. I felt disrespected for her because we were having food and all of a sudden we
Sure.
heard her and we were like,
Yeah,
well, if we do,
right.
we wouldn't be having food right now. We'd go and
Yeah.
watch her. But,
I mean, I
yeah,
think part of it for me is like,
disorganized.
I know that she was the reason she quit doing music for a while. First of all, she wanted to raise her kids, but there was also this backlash to that, and when people were like, "You owe us this," and there's a very toxic way in which fans get entitled and they become insistent on things. But I think that the danger, of course, is that can make performers feel like, well, I owe these fans nothing. You know what I mean? They're lucky
Yeah,
they get to
you
hear me at
do.
all. And I think there's a balance act that has to happen where you are respectful to the fans and the fans are respectful to the performers. And it's very easy for people on both
Absolutely.
sides of that to just forget
Definitely.
what their social obligations.
I always think as well, one of the things that bugs me as well is when they don't sing the big singles because they thought
Right.
they were a bit cheesy at the time, you know.
or they're just
like
sick of
Kylie
singing
Minogue
them.
was-
I can imagine getting sick
Well,
of
yeah,
singing the
but
same
you
shit
know
over and
what?
over.
That's what the fans are
But
paid
that's
for.
what people
what
want,
made
exactly.
you famous.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Without that,
Right.
you wouldn't be famous.
Do you know what? I've
And
had sets though where they say we're not playing this song these songs because he's done with them. So it's a whole new set list, and at least they take it up front, so you know,
Yeah.
okay, there's going to be new stuff. When they
Well,
say,
Kylie Minogue,
we're not
in
telling
the early
you,
days,
oh.
she refused to sing I Should Be So Lucky because she just saw it as this cheap. But without it, she would have never been as famous. And it's like, you know what? Get over it, love. People want to hear you sing it because that's what they've come to your concert for. Sing the fucking song.
Yeah, but it was, you know what? She was amazing. Her artist,
You know-
her performance, 10 out of 10. But timing, honestly, lady, I'm not being funny, but... And then if you come on knowing, I've only got half the album, don't bring on Ziggy Marley to sing Bob Marley
Yeah,
songs.
right, sure.
And just say, all right, let's just do 3 of the top songs,
Yeah,
then
sure.
we can do the ones
Right,
that
exactly. Give
she
people a little bit of what
enjoys.
they want, and then you don't want to be Homer
Yeah.
Simpson when he goes to see Brockman Turner Overdrive. Oh wait, I muted the whole site. Hang on a second. Wait. I got it. Calm down. Hang on.
Oh, God, here we go.
We're going to play all your old favorites. But first, we'd like to dip into our new CD. Taking care of business! Don't worry, sir. We'll get to that. No talking! No new crap! Taking care of business now!
I hate that. I just want to hear all the songs I know. But here, the classic one, and this is what we're going to finish on here because we've spent a lot of time talking about this. But Eric Prydz did a DJ set not that long ago.
Yeah, I love him.
And he'd only ever played "Call on Me" once after
Yeah,
he
he
released
never
it
does
as a
it.
single.
I've seen him,
Never
I've seen him
plays it,
6
right?
times,
Oh,
and
man,
I've never
that's
seen him do
bogus.
it.
Never plays it. And it were played. He was doing like there was 2 of them back to back doing the set, and the other guy, you could see him whispering to him, and he went, "Oh fuck it," and he put it on, right, and the crowd went fucking wild.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
Speaking of
that's
DJ
it.
mega
It's like-
mixes, Ben, have you heard
What do you wanna hear?
Stu's mix of "Bust a Move" by Young MC?
I mean, who hasn't?
Because that
Come
is
on.
a
Hey,
fine mix.
Yeah,
that
fire.
Stu sent to me.
That's
Fair
fine
play,
mashup,
sir.
man.
Fair
Yeah,
play.
it was a good one.
It was a good, a nice acid house tune too.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I agree with you about the ending of it. You know, you play the first
Oh
verse
no, I
again,
went a
but
bit too mad at the
whatever,
end. It
it's
went on a bit
fine.
long.
It's fine.
But the beginning was good. It all
Yeah,
fit
it was a
as
nice,
well.
it was a
fit
nice
so
combination
Floated.
thing.
It fit
yeah.
beautifully.
I'm
well.
gonna say Young MC has never been my favorite of the hip hop world, but whatever. You did a good job with it. So
Yeah, it
Yes,
fit beautifully, man.
thumbs
I'd
up.
forgotten I'd even done that. I did that a long time ago
yeah,
when I was trying different songs with see what would work in mashups. And I'm
Sure.
like, this works perfectly.
there you go.
Right, I have got a very quick story, although it's going to be longer than I would like at this point because we've spoken for a long time already. But the kitchen's going well, but we had a quartz incident, shall we call it?
A quartz incident.
Quartz incident because we've got quartz worktops, right? These are very
Okay.
expensive.
Yes.
Which is fine. You get that. But there was a separate company doing this on behalf of the kitchen people fitting the kitchen, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to try and get through this very quick. So quartz people ring me up on Tuesday and say, because they were meant to be coming Friday to fit, phone me up on Tuesday. We're ready to fit tomorrow. If you're up for it, we can come tomorrow and fit your quartz for you. I know it's a bit early. Is that okay with you? Can we come and do it?
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And then I said, what about payment? Do you want me to pay you now? And he's like, no, just pay us when it's completed. Just pay
Okay.
us when it's completed.
Cool.
I was like, right, fine, cool. Sent me an email, it said, and at the bottom of the email it said, if you can you please pay once the quartz has been fitted and completed for you?
Yes.
Right, it's fine. Tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow. So I was like, that's fine. Anyway, I'm at work, 10:45 in the morning, phone rings.
Where the
and
fuck is
they'd
my
arrived
money, you
about-
bitch?
Do you know what? You're joking. Well, that's literally what happened.
hell?
That is literally what happened, right?
Wow.
So they were halfway through fitting it, so they hadn't even finished fitting it, right? So it wasn't even completed. Phone rings, 10:45. Hello, hiya there. It's such and such granite in Preston. I'm just ringing up for the payment, right? So I said,
We don't want to have to
I
break
said,
your
sorry,
legs.
what? Sorry, what? And he's like, the payment for your quartz. And I was like, I'm at work. I said, I'm going to pay you when I get home this afternoon. He said, oh, that's not acceptable.
What?
And I said, what do you mean that's not acceptable?
Oh
You
my
have to pay
God.
us now.
What the what?
And I'm like, well, you've not even finished the job. Yes, we have. And I'm like, no, you've not. Because I've
and you
spoken
just
to my
said
wife
that
and
we
it's
give
about
it to you
halfway
when you're
through.
done.
And they're like, tomorrow means any time tomorrow, in my opinion. Right. So I said,
It's
right,
it's
well-
12:01 a.m. It's tomorrow. Where's my
And he
fucking
said-
money?
have you not got your cards with you? And I said, as it happened, I did, but I'm like, I ain't giving you my details.
You don't want me to
over the
start
phone. So
yelling
I'm like,
out my credit card number in the middle of my work?
No, I haven't. I haven't got my bank cards with me. They're at home, and I'll pay you when I get home. Well, you can't do that. We need the money now.
What are you going to do? Take the
said, well,
cards
I'll
away
do
and go home?
There he
Fuck
goes.
off.
Well, we provided you with the backs details. Can you just make a backs payment? And I'm like, I'm at work. I haven't got time to be
What
setting
part
up
of
a
I
new
am not
backs
paying
payment
you right now? Do you not
on
understand?
the bank account, right? And he's like, right, well, I'll have to speak to my manager and phone you back. Right, so I was like, what the fuck? So he put the phone down. Anyway, in the meantime, I rang Kay and I'm like, have they finished? And she's like, no, they're about halfway through still. They've not finished. So we couldn't even inspect it to make sure we were happy with it, right, before we paid them. And right, I'm going to tell you how much. It was £3,500. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right?
Gotta make sure it's right.
So we want it to be right, you know what I mean? I ain't parting with that kind of cash unless I'm happy with what you've done.
Well, yeah.
Right? So I was like, so anyway, phone rings again. I had it's such and such a thingy. Yeah, we need the money now. I've spoken to my manager and you've got to pay us now. And I said, right, well, what if I don't? Because I can't pay you till I get home. And he went, well, we'll down tools and we'll have to reschedule to come back and finish it for you.
Oh, so you're not finished?
So I was like, yeah. So I said, all right, I thought you'd finished. Well, and I'm like, are they going to start ripping it out?
Yeah,
Are they
really.
gonna
I'm
start
taking my
taking it
quartz
back
and going
out?
home. Wow.
So I was
Someone's
like,
getting
well,
a
I
bad
can't.
Yelp review.
So I rang the kitchen people and said, look, this is happening. He's like, don't worry, I'll sort it out. Send me the email. Let me have a look. So he phones back and says, don't worry about it. I've spoken to him. You can pay him once you get home. That's absolutely fine, right? So I phoned Kay and Kay said, no, you can't because they're refusing to leave until the guy at the depot knows the money's in the bank. Has got the confirmation that was taken, right? And they wouldn't leave.
He's locked himself in the toilet. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Well, this is the best bit.
run
So
a
I
business?
transferred because Kay doesn't have the app for the Santander where the money is. So I had to transfer the money out of there from the savings to the normal account, then from the normal account to the Halifax, which she does have access to. Then the limit was not high enough, so she still couldn't pay him anyway. And guess what? Millie had to pay him out of her own savings.
Damn.
Millie paid the quartz people.
Thanks, daughter, for taking care of our kitchen payment.
All this time, the man who'd fitted it was stood in the kitchen on his phone waiting for confirmation that the money was in the bank before they would leave the house.
How many times have they been ripped off by people not paying them?
That is
I
so
have
disrespectful.
So
it was
weird.
fucking crazy.
That's nuts.
I was just like,
Did they?
what?
Now let me ask this question. Obviously, the payment's been a nightmare. Did they do good work in terms of putting the quartz in?
Well, that's the problem. And I said this to Graham, at the guy who's obviously doing all the rest of the fitting. I said, you know what? It's a shame because they've done such a good job of fitting it.
See, that's the thing.
And it looks amazing. But it just leaves a bit of a sour taste.
Well, of course it does. But if they do good
way
work,
they went
are there a lot of
about it.
other quartz people in the area? Because if not, they get to be assholes and be like, "Who else are you gonna do to get your quartz, motherfucker?"
The people at the kitchen place were absolutely fuming. They said that has never happened before, as far as they're aware. And they put a lot of work their way. Do you know what I mean? They do two or three kitchens a week.
Yeah. This is the thing. Relationships
two
matter to a
different
business,
teams.
man. You should treat your customers with respect. That sucks,
But it also
man.
reflects on them because they've obviously recommended them for the
Well,
quartz.
yeah, but
You
I
know, we
mean, if
haven't
this is the
found them.
first they've heard of it, and then they need to.
Yeah. And here's the best bit. Do you want to hear the best bit?
What's the best
They
bit?
managed to knock an end panel over and damage 3 of the new doors that we've got. So they've got to pay for the replacement of those as well.
Hey,
on top
serves
of
them right
everything
for
else.
being bad at customer service.
And it's going to
Bloody
cost.
hope so.
It's going to cost $3,500 to fix it. So we're not leaving until you pay us.
That's right.
So
You
we're
pay
not
up front,
leaving
and
this
then we'll
office.
cover the pay on the back end.
Actually, it won't be cheap. There'll be well over £100 a door because they're solid wood
charge
doors and
$200
hand
for them.
painted.
Make them
It'd
pay.
be funny if
make
at the
them
end of
pay.
this whole process they're like, "All right, we fixed the doors, everything's here's the settling thing." You know, restaurants sometimes they have the little device, and it's like he holds it toward you, and it's like, select how much of a gratuity you would like to give. Motherfucker, I'm not giving you a gratuity.
Yeah. Put it this way,
because
once all
everybody's
the
doing that
kitchen's
now.
finished,
Yeah.
they're gonna get a nice Google review. Let's put it
well,
that
of
way.
course. Yeah, I'm gonna let them know what I think, man.
Fucking fuckers. Anyway.
Okay, wow.
Right, let's talk about video games. But yeah,
Okay.
what a week.
So
What
don't
a
go to
fucking
Fred's
week.
Granite or whoever it is, the name of the. I guess you can't say
Preston
the
Granite,
company.
I don't know. Preston
yeah,
Granite
okay.
Tops or something.
Yeah,
Called.
go outside of Preston for your.
Avoid them. No, actually, they did a really good job. But
If you want a
fuck 'em.
smooth payment process.
Where are you going? Story time's over, isn't it?
What you been playing?
What you been playing?
That came out pretty well.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, who's
Well, it's
going
good job we had
first?
loads to talk about because I've barely played anything due to being busy all week.
Yeah.
So,
God, man,
Duke,
just
it's
chilling in
you.
your house.
It's me as
I know.
always. It's
I
not
wish.
really fair for me to always go first because two of these, there isn't so much to say about it. But whatever. Rocket League, always fun. We had some games with Antonio. Oh my God, we had some toxic clowns when we were playing Rocket League. Holy crap. Let me tell you what. We played against these people, and I don't even remember how it started, but it was one of those games where Antonio and I were like, please let us win this, because they were so obnoxious. It would have felt so nice to win and beat them and put them in their place. But we didn't. They won the game. And it was so frustrating because they were like, what a save, what a save, what a save. And it's just like, oh, I hate you. And, you know, when you get mad, this is why they do it. It affects your gameplay. It's harder to play well when you're mad. So, whatever.
Yeah, they're sledging you. That's what
Exactly.
it's called.
So after we lost, I was like, I'm sorry y'all are having a bad day. I wish you could have fun, whether you're winning or losing. And he's like, you just suck. You need to get good. And blah, blah, blah. Your mom.
Were they from Argentina by any chance?
I
you were playing
think they were
against?
Americans, but maybe they were Argentinian. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, we went into the next game, and I was like, you know, I know it's frustrating. Let's just try to put it behind us, focus on the next game. And it was a rematch with the same two people. Like,
Nice.
Fuck. And I don't think we beat them the second time either, which would have been nice. But then they were just like, because I was the one who called attention to it. They might not even remembered us, but I was like, hey, it's the sour, toxic children again. And they were like, you again. And I was just like, what the fuck ever, dude. So whatever. It's one of those things where, but generally the session that I had with Antonio was great. And we won some, we lost some. I think we ended up coming out ahead, which is always nice. But even if it's not, like, even if we don't win more than we lose, I just like playing with Antonio because I know I have, not only is he like fun to chat with and stuff, you know, while you're playing, but like when I put up a shot as a pass, if I'm playing with randos, they might or might not be ready to go for that ball when I pass it. You know what I mean? But every game I play with Antonio, we learn each other's patterns a little more, and he knows I tend
play
to
style.
Exactly. I go for the ball more, and so he hangs back more. But then I'll tell him like, and also the communication thing. Like I'll tell him like I have no way to get to that ball, and he's like, okay, good, thanks for letting me know. He turns around more quickly, and he's ready. You know, it's so nice to have someone you can count on your team. So shout out to Antonio. He's always fun to hang out with, and that's all I have to say about Rocket League. Yeah. So real quick, since I didn't talk too much about that, I will say another word about Artisan of Glimeth. The best puzzle game ever, certainly the best puzzle game that's been released this year. And I didn't queue up the next kind of puzzle that I've been playing with, but whatever. I've gotten to the castle. Oh, the castle. Because the overworld in this game has like different areas, but you're sort of building to the castle. So now I'm getting to the castle. And I'm trying to remember what the different type of puzzle that I got to now is, because it's one that is it's sort of next level. Like, oh, this isn't going to be as easy to do as the last. I'm actually starting the game up just to remind myself of what the structure is in the puzzles that I did here. But you know, as always, like the game style is so cool. And I know what it is. It's bigger than less than. So the only thing you have to go on is this greater than or less than symbol.
Oh my God.
So you'll have like 6 of them. And so like this area is greater than that one, but less than that one. And then it'll say like everything is between 3 and 5 blocks in size. So it's like, okay, this one has to be greater than that one. So this one, the greater than has to be 4 or 5, but then it's less than this other one. How is that possible? So it has to be 4. It's making my brain hurt now in a way that it hasn't in the past, because it's not just numbers or, you know, the same area or rectangular, or, you know, it has to be the same when it's this shape or different when it's that shape. It's this new level of like greater than, less than, and like where you're going to put the 2 and where you're going to put the 3. And hey, I also figured out the area you were talking about at one point, Stu, where it's like the person's writing on the screen, because they actually say when you start working on this area that I'm on now, they're like, it might be helpful to make some notes now, which I haven't really done, but I can see why that might be useful in this area that I'm in now. But I don't know.
Right.
It's just, they keep throwing stuff at me, and it's not that it's not fun. Like, it's still fun, but it is a little more challenging, and it's a little more annoying in the sense of like, I don't look at it and go, I can crush this. It's going to be easy. It's like, I got to do some figuring and like, oh, okay, here's that. And that. It just more possibilities makes it a little more confusing, I guess you could say. But I've got 604 puzzles solved in this game, and I'm still rocking the gold edges on every window that I do. So that's very satisfying, and I'm getting to the end of the game, I guess, since I'm into the castle now. So maybe by this time next week, I'll have it all done.
I can't believe how many puzzles are in this game.
There's so
It's
many,
just
but
so
you get your money's worth
many.
in terms of puzzles. And the variety and the aesthetics and the music. Yeah. Artisan of Glimmer. Play it.
Great game.
Yep.
I love it. I love it.
All right, who's next?
Can't wait to find out what's next.
Yeah, I
What's
know,
next?
right?
What's the
What
next
is
curveball
next?
that they're going to throw at you?
I'm saying, though.
What have you got? What have you got, Ben?
Yeah,
What have you
I've
up
been
to
playing
this week?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Ah, still
Again,
on the Ghost of
but
Tsushima.
Mate, I have been sweating at this game this week. I must have put in like probably 7-8 hours into it.
God, I wish I had 7 or 8 hours to play
I
games this
am
week. honestly.
absolutely. I am Chinny's replacement right now. I am loving this game. So
Yeah.
halfway through, I've just got from Island 1 down at the south, and I'm working my way north to free get from the Mongols. And because it's the director's cut, there's this section where you get poisoned, and
Okay.
it goes, "Oh, they're all gone crazy." And this person goes, "Oh, we can go to the island, the Iki Island, to stop this poison." And when you go and say, "Do you want to go to it?" I was like, "Well, yeah, this must be the second part of the mission that leads to the main game." But it comes up with this does affect the game, but it doesn't affect the game, but you can play it or can't play it. I thought, well,
What?
I'll just yeah, it was a bit of a weird
very
mission.
clear.
So
Yeah,
I thought, right, yeah, let's go. So then when I went there, you can't teleport back to the main mission. It was a side expansion of the game.
Man. And they were trying to tell you, like, hey,
Okay.
you're entering an area you won't be able to
Yeah.
quickly pop back from.
Yeah.
Ah.
So I didn't realize it was that deep, but I was cruising it though. It's down south because I was getting all the stances. I was clearing it out like a Ubisoft game, bit by bit, doing all the side quests.
Sure.
So thankfully, I was leveled up enough to go to Iki Island. But there, I've got to say, the battles there, I feel like a full ninja right now. The battles there are so exciting. So what they have here that's different, you can tell it's an expansion because they have one, you've been like not possessed, but you're seeing you are like a samurai, but your father dies and he dies in this battle on this island. And your story you're told, your story you're told is to free it from the Mongols, and you've got to free it from the bandits. So you're the good guy. So and all this other island, they're all like, we really respect you, we love you. They're like, what the hell is a samurai doing here? You're the like scum of the earth. You've done some horrific things. So you're like, what? But we are the way of the samurai. We are all clean and proper.
Good and stand up and
Not to
moral.
us.
And all that.
Yeah.
Morality is
But
relative,
there,
bitch.
oh my goodness, you see what the samurais did. And the bandits, they weren't that bad. You realize the samurais are actually bad, and your father, he did some horrific things for the samurai's cause that went against all the code. So now it's making sense why the uncle back then was so like, don't do any assassin kills, stand out and call them in, because obviously the father did some horrific things, brutalized. So everything the Mongols did that's going on now, you did previously. So it was a really interesting contrast to see it. And they have the new people in it are called the shamans, and they like buff the Mongol people. So like they do the singing, and it's like it's all they're right at the back because you've got to try and get to the back line to kill them, because if not, it causes them to chaos. So they're just swinging axes and all that. But I really enjoy the battles because you're fighting in one stance. They have like a pokey stick, so you get in the right stance ready to roll. But then halfway through the battle, they will change it to a battle. They'll pick up an axe, or they'll have a sword and a shield.
Right.
So you think, oh, all right, we've easily got this combat solved.
Right.
But then they'll switch it up on your last minute, and and then I'm loving it. So it's called the Eagle Tribe. They are there, and I'm just about to fight the Eagle Woman. Right? Yeah, and I'm. I don't know if you have a choice or not. Oh yeah, the boss fights there are so. It really is like. Do you remember the old Star Wars games when you had like a lightsaber battles, 1v1.
Yeah,
It was on
sure.
PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's literally like that. It's like
Mhm.
1v1.
Yeah,
It's a
right, sure.
showdown of it. And
Yeah.
like, and it's
Here we
very much
go.
like, you were the chosen one. You're meant to join us. I'm like getting
Okay,
such, yeah,
Yeah.
Anakin
Cool.
Luke Skywalker vibes and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying it and seeing how, even though I'm halfway through the main storyline, this ending, I feel like it is. I can see why they said you can go and play it now. You don't have to
Yeah.
complete the whole game to get to
Right,
the
sure.
expansion because it's adding context to
Mhm.
when I get back to the story mode.
Yeah.
And I'm not collecting all the stuff though. There's so many
I
like
don't blame
collect
you.
the flutes, collect all that.
Yeah.
I was doing it, but now there's just too much.
Yeah.
On the expansion, I feel like they just put so much like, oh, this is rare, this is rare, this is rare.
Yeah.
But
they want to give people content.
Yeah. But it was a 10 out of 10. This expansion has really leveled up. I'm a bit sad because once it's going to be done and I've cleared it all out, when I
Yeah.
go back to the main story mode, I don't know if the like abilities, like I've unlocked a horse ability, they'll transfer over to the main game. Hopefully they will, because like, I've unlocked like a charge ability where your horse can literally like smash like 30 of them through,
Mm.
and then you can jump off, assassinate 3 of them, then go and do your blades, then get into a battle. And when that smoothness happens, you can tell it's like from the Infamous directors, like
Right.
the Infamous flow. I
Mhm.
wasn't feeling it that much, but now you've unlocked all the abilities. Oh, the chain abilities you can get.
Sure.
I wouldn't say it's as smooth though as, you know, like Shadow of Mordor, how
Mhm.
like that game
Mhm.
was super slick.
Yeah.
It's not as smooth as
You're
that.
not as
There's
OP.
much more like, yeah, you're not as OP. Yeah,
Right.
you have way more blocking and rolling, but
Sure.
yeah, really enjoying this game.
But you are a badass.
You are a badass, but you can get beat as well.
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, I'm enjoying. And as randomly as well, they have before they had the haikus. I remember
Mhm.
if I spoke about that. This one, they
haikus.
have the flute playing, but
Okay.
because it's a PlayStation game, you have to hold your controller
Uh-huh.
and like point it down, point it up.
right.
Like it is a mechanic I've never. You could tell they were like, "Oh, this is the PlayStation 5 version.
Yeah,
What have we
right.
got? Okay, let's play it
Yeah.
for the sound. Let's do
Right.
it like these
I
mechanics."
wonder how they did it on the
but-
PC. Probably
Oh yeah, I
some
wonder.
approximation. I don't know.
But it's good as well because when you do that, last time it was a fox, this time it's cats.
Nice.
And you know, cats sells more than foxes. For some reason,
Yeah.
people love cats.
Sure.
Yeah, really enjoying this game.
All right.
Yeah, it
Stu.
looks pretty good.
You're up.
I haven't got a lot, I'll be honest with you. I managed to play a game today. I thought I'll try and get at least something played other than just to play my game, bitch. So that's how bad it's been this week with one thing and
You know
another.
what? Some weeks it be
I
like
did
that.
a day's overtime at work as well, so I had one day less to play games. And then the day I was off, we just had stuff on all day. So I was
Yeah.
busy all day, so I just
hear
didn't
you.
have time.
okay.
But yeah, they had an event on at Steam. I don't know whether you noticed this. The
Cyberpunk event. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So they had lots of different games available to play, demos. There was obviously stuff on discount. And I picked up it. Well, it said it was free. It's kind of a lie. The first episode is free.
Ah.
And it's called Of the Devil.
Of the Devil.
And the best way I could describe this game as is kind of a Ace Ventura clone.
Okay. You're kicking a box down the
not
street.
Not Ace Ventura, that's a film. Ace Attorney, should I say? Ace Attorney.
That's a very
Wrong
different
Ace.
kind of story.
Yeah, it is. Not Ace Ventura. No, he doesn't open and shut a patio door while making a noise.
Woo!
Yeah, he doesn't do that. But no, it's an Ace Attorney clone. So it's kind of you're like an attorney at law doing public defending in the future where there's barely any crimes that don't get sort of decided before they even get to court, because obviously there's that much monitoring of people that they almost always know who's done it.
Yeah.
Ah.
So obviously you only get to do the ones that slip through the net who aren't as clear cut as all the rest. And yeah, I kind of like it. The visuals I think are excellent. So it's kind of this, neon soaked sort of vista. It's very cartoony looking, and there's a lot of reading, can I just say? And I mean, when I say there's a lot of reading, I ain't joking. So you get all the stuff on screen where you're talking, or your thoughts are coming on screen, what you're going to do next, etc., which is fine, because that ain't an actual lot of writing. But every now and again, you can, like, there's like public terminals where there'll be news articles and stuff.
Right.
Okay.
These can be like 5 or 6 pages long. I mean, these are with tiny writing as well. So these are big, massively written stuff that's going on to sort of give you an idea of what the world around you is like, which is kind of cool, because it does give you this kind of insight into the world you're inhabiting. But it then gives you bonus points if you then like answer questions after you've read the article.
Ooh.
So if you remember stuff that you've read about, and it'll be like,
Okay.
So what are the government, focusing on? Is it this or is it this? And you're like, in that article it said it was this, I think.
I don't
So
know.
you get like poker chips as sort of points. I don't know. I'm guessing they'll get used for something later in the game.
Hope so.
Now, whether that's for hints or something or something else, I don't really know.
Well, we have a
But,
sound clip from the
gotta
game
say-
right here. Let me play the sound clip from the game that
Yeah,
we've got
play
here.
the sound clip.
Yes! Oh, yeah! Can you feel that, buddy? Huh? Huh? Huh?
There you go.
There you go.
Straight out of the
Ace
game. That
Ventura,
was straight
classic.
out of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very slick, though, I've got to say. They've really, the visuals look great. The intro was really cool. And I think it's going to be good. It is kind of another visual novel. I like these types of games. So, I can't go wrong,
Yes, you
really.
do.
And yeah, I think so far so good. The dialogue seems fine.
Cool.
There's nothing too badly written or cheesy.
I must say,
and I think
last week we played, what was it, And Roger? Was that what it's called?
And Roger, yeah.
And this game's
Yeah.
called Of the Devil. What's up with these titles that start in the middle of the title? Come on.
I
Don't
know,
you
yeah.
have a
And
conjunction
Roger,
or a
of the devil.
preposition in the middle? Come on. Something of the devil, word of the devil, mind of the devil, shadow of the devil. Put
Yeah.
something in front of
Devil's
it.
in the detail. What about
Sure,
that?
whatever. That works.
So you can see on screen at the moment, there's like one of these articles you read. It is tiny, and there's like 5 or 6 pages of this text
Ay, ay, ay.
uh,
I don't
to
know,
read
man.
through.
That seems exhausting.
It's a lot of reading. This is a book. It's literally a book.
Yeah, it is.
But
I'm glad
I'm
you're
going to
liking
give
it.
it some more playtime.
Okay.
I'll play at least the first episode anyway and see how it goes.
Cool.
But colour me intrigued at the moment. I like the premise. I've gone to obviously to this police station to see some criminal that I've got to question to see if I want to defend him.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be interesting to see where this. And it's obviously a homicide. Someone's been killed.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see what direction this goes in. I like it so far. It's not too sexualized, can we just say? I don't know whether it's Japanese, Korean, or whatever.
Right.
It's good, Stu, because
has-
there
he
was
has got-
there was allegations going because every week you were talking about
I know.
this one, this one, this one, but you're doing all
She
right.
has got large breasts. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it,
Okay.
but they're not scantily clad. Can we
Okay.
just say they're covered up in a blouse? So whatever reason, these
Little pervy, but not
Southeast
too
Asian
intensely
countries
pervy.
like to enhance the mammary glands. I don't know what to say.
Not
They
like in the
just
United
do.
States where everybody's all, normal human proportions.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So there you go.
We have another sound clip from the
but
video
yeah.
game here as well. Let me play this one.
Solo mio, oh, sada mia.
There you go. I have no idea what that was. It sounded very quiet, can I just say to me? But
Oh, really?
I'm sure it's
Oh,
fine
no,
on
that
your
was
end.
Ace Ventura singing from his ass.
Oh, very good. Very
Yeah.
good.
Classic.
I like that. So yeah, I'm going to give it a go. Keep going. I like this. I like the presentation of
Alright.
it. I like how it looks. And I feel like it's going to be interesting. And I like an interesting game. It's got great reviews.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Okay. Of the Devil, thumbs up from
Okay.
Stu.
Thumbs up so far.
Real quick, there's not too much to say about it, but Restory came out. The full game is now available on Steam.
Okay, yeah,
Check it
indeed.
out, people. I just played a little bit of it. It's really good. I love it. I love it. I love it. I haven't got too much to say because it's basically the same story. You cannot carry
Yeah,
over your
nothing's
save.
changed.
Well, that's the thing. I looked into the discussion forums because I saw that you can't start your new game, your save game from your demo. I must have played it for 6 hours, that demo. It was a great demo. And they said we added so much that we wanted people to start over. that we couldn't just port it over from the save of
That's
the demo,
fair enough.
which is fair. And so one thing that I found that happened was when I started playing it, one of the first things you do, as you may recall, Stu, is that you get a phone that someone found and they're like, here, fix this for my friend or whatever. And I did that in the demo, and this time when I did it, there was a mysterious phone number in the phone, like underneath the cover. You have to take the cover off, and there's a phone number. And then the person who gives you the phone is like, anything to report about the cleaning process, and you're just like, you have a choice, yes, and you tell them about the number, or no, and you keep it a secret. And I was like, ooh, I'll keep it a secret, and then I'll call the number and see what's going on. But then the number disappeared. It was on a slip of paper, and then it just vanished when I gave the phone back to the guy. So I'm hoping that comes back later, and it's some story point. Because, it's the same thing, like you choose your internet speed at the start of the game, and, there's other... Yeah. It's not very much of a visual novel, but there are certain points when it's like, okay, someone's investigating a break-in, I think, at the start of it. So it'll be interesting to see where those things go. But in the meantime, as I've said before about Restory, it's so satisfying. The mechanics of repairing things is so nice, and you can get upgrades of things. And I'm loving the game, and I'll probably finish Artisan of Glimeth before I really dive into Restory, because it feels like those are similar types of things. Yeah, you dive in, do a couple of things, dive out. But Icarus is the one this week. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
this has been the one for the last 3 weeks.
It's been the one for the last 3 weeks, and I'm sorry, Claire Obscure.
You are loving it.
Well,
loving it.
I have said that I couldn't play Claire Obscure during the school year because it's kind of stressful, and then during the summer, it's like, well, I'm too busy playing Icarus, so fuck off, which is a little unfair, but it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. This person's playing with someone else, so it's a little unfair to compare their gameplay to mine, but the thing is that I've played it for 30 hours. I've got my base set up beautifully. I got electricity going through it. I've got water systems set up. I've got all the best machining equipment. I've got my assault rifle with lots of ammo. And now I'm ready for part 2 of the game. Because
so what happens in part 2?
I know, right? Now that was just part 1. So part 2, they send you into the next biome, because I've been in the desert mountains biome. And so the quest that I did they give you this special kind of drill, and you have to wire it up with a solar panel. And so I had to wait till daytime, and then I had to wait for the sun to get overhead and all this stuff. It was such a pain in the ass. But, I mean, that's part of the fun, right? In order to drill through this wall that will then let you go through the cave, and then you get into the desert area. And as soon as I got in the desert area, this hyena jumped at me, and he was like attacking me. I was like, oh, shit. Because I had been fighting, like horses. You talked about the horse last week, right, Stu?
Yeah, vicious horses.
Yeah, the horse is not a big deal. I can take care of a horse. These hyenas, man, first of all, they hunt in packs, and they're faster than the wolves. So it was just like, what the fuck? And I'm cutting up the hyena and trying to harvest its bones so I can turn that into epoxy when I need epoxy. Everything serves a purpose, man. And as I'm cutting up the hyena, here comes the scorpion, like, nah, and I'm like, what the fuck, nah. So I take care of the scorpion, and I did everything I needed to do in this desert area. And then I was like, okay, I'm going back to my base, because this is crazy, man. This desert area is full of monsters. And I'm like, okay, rested up, healed myself, took care of all the animal parts and processed it and did what I needed to do. And I'm like, all right, let's see what the next quest is. And it's like, okay, you need to take readings on this radar in these 3 areas in the desert. I'm like, I have to go back in the desert. So I
make sure you armor up and get the ammo.
Armor up, get the ammo. Absolutely. I might
do some grinding.
I might bring a backup gun, because I would hate to think that something happens and my gun falls hard or gets broken or something. And
no.
Yeah, who knows? But I've learned that in this game, even though it just says like go to this area and take a reading, when you set it up, and of course you have to stay near it, right? It'll be like attracting all the monsters, and there's going to be a boss fight or something. So when I first started playing it again recently, I was like, oh, all I have to do is like just monitor the signals that comes in. No, it's a way for them to have a wave of wolves and bears and shit attacking you. So I need to be ready to fight.
Ready?
But-
You need to be toughen up, man. Get the armor on.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Could you
toughen
build a
up your
base?
shit.
Could you build a base in the desert?
So you can. That's a good
That's it.
question because I haven't done it yet. I built a base right outside that cave. So I have my main
Yeah.
base and there's no fast travel. That's one thing that kind of bugs me in this game, which
fair.
I mean, a lot of people are probably going to say, I'm sure the developers would say like, we don't want it to be the type of game you can just zip around. And I get that, but on the other hand,
Nah,
like-
it would be nice if you had like different bases that you could zip around to your beds.
Exactly,
So
right.
that's
Like, let
a
us
bit
do
better,
that at least. But they don't allow that. So whatever. It's not too long to travel from my... Like, okay, here's an example. And this is why I hit a point where I was like, the grind is starting to feel real. Because the assault rifle cannot be repaired on just any crafting bench. You need the electrical one. And I haven't got an electrical one in my current base, and I would need to go through a bunch of steps in order to get there. I could go back to my main base, build one, and then bring it to this new base, which is probably what I should do. But in the meantime, what I've thought is I'm like, okay, I'll just go back to my main base, fix my gun, and then come back. Because that's really the only thing I need in my main base. I can make ammo in my secondary base and all the other things. So I don't know if I'm going to build a base in the desert. I think I'm just going to do the missions there for now. Because if I need water, what am I going to do? I don't know if there's a way to get water in the desert. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see. There's a bunch of different biomes. There's a bunch of different kinds of armor that are useful for, this one will keep you cool. This one will keep you warm in the winter biome or whatever, in the Arctic biome. Man, see, this kind of sucks. These buffalo, they do not attack you. So the fact that they killed a buffalo, I'm just like, I'll leave the little buffalo alone. He didn't do nothing to you. So whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, but they don't need it for food.
They
to
might need it
level
for
up, all
food.
that
Or
kind of
it's just
jive.
satisfying to take down a big animal too. So there's that. But it looks like they don't know how to skin the animal. So I don't know what they're doing, just hacking at it. But no, here's the thing. And I think I may have mentioned this last week, but I'll say it again. The thing about Icarus is that the systems make sense. And for a while, I was just trying to do as much as I could sort of one off, like, okay, I need a floor, I'll make a floor. And then I need this, and I'll make that. But now I've stepped back and said, okay, this thing I've got, what's it used for? And there's a very handy field guide in the game. So whenever you click on something, you can always choose from the menu, like look it up in the field manual. And it's got like, here's where it comes from, here's how you refine it, and here's what it's used for. And it just makes the gameplay so much easier because then later on when it's like, okay, I need to make one of these. Oh, I remember seeing that when I first harvested the wheat or whatever it is. And I can now use the wheat for this thing that I need to make or whatever. So, Icarus, I think, is the gold standard survival game at this point. And if anybody likes survival games out there and you haven't played Icarus, get it, play it, and play it in open world mode. It starts you off trying to have you do the individual missions, but you have to start over every time you do one of those. And there's no reason to, because you can do those missions in the open world mode.
Well,
Makes
why
sense.
not do that?
Why not do that?
Don't-
Do you know how
don't
many
play
de-
the story
how
mode,
many-
Fuck it.
Do you know how many areas there are? Is it like a
I
snowy
think there's
area?
I think there's like 6 biomes maybe. So the fact that I've spent like 30 hours in this one biome, I mean,
Wow.
I don't have to start over every time I go to a new biome, but it'll be interesting to adapt to the desert. And I'm sure it's going to be both more difficult and less complicated than I expect it will be. I love the game. Icarus.
So
does
how?
so
I mean,
much.
I don't know whether you've mentioned this, and maybe I just didn't hear it. But how do you get from the biome you're in to the desert?
So I had to go through this cave and I had to hook up the drill. It's a special big drill that I had to hook up to a solar panel. And so fortunately, the wire is not a finite resource. Like you just have a wiring tool and then you can run wire anywhere you need to. So it's very nice that you don't have to like create more wire.
Yeah, you don't have to keep getting resources to get more wire.
Exactly. So
Cool.
it's that nice balance of like, the stuff that's essential for survival, food, water, oxygen. It's very easy to keep up with those things. And then medicine's a little trickier. Ammo is a little trickier. But eventually you get to a point where I'm just swimming in medicine. I'm swimming in food. I'm swimming in water. Literally.
Do you think? I mean, do you think, or do you know this? Do all the different biomes connect to each biome? So is there another cave within the one you're in that might go
it
to
could
another
be,
place?
but it might also be that there's like a mountain you got to climb over or something. Like I thought it was very clever how they keep you from going into the desert before you're ready. You know what I mean? Like I had to have this special quest tool to get into the desert. So that's pretty nifty.
Right.
So And also, I know there's a boss in one of the forest biome that I never killed. Like I stumbled upon him once upon a time and then just ran my ass off. But now that I got my assault rifle, I'm gonna go back and take care of that boss because
Go and have a go.
He's not gonna
Have
win,
another
baby.
go,
I'm
you
gonna
never
win.
know.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the time.
Now
Maybe
is
this
the
is the
time.
time. Anything else from you, Ben? What else have you got on your list?
So yes, I have a game, and it is my kryptonite. So, like Rocket League, you Duke, you can never shake it.
It's not League of Legends, is it? Are you on that again?
Bro, they released League of Legends Classic, right? And for months, I've not played that game in about since January, like 7. I'm clean. I'm clean.
You're not clean though, are you?
No. I've been clean. I've been clean.
You've fallen off the wagon.
All of a sudden, they were like, "Hey, I think we're losing numbers in League of Legends. We don't know what's going on." Well, I just actually think the game has run its course. Like there is a moment, but they were like, "We're releasing something for League of Legends. It's League of Legends Classic, how it was back in the day." I'm talking. When did League of Legends like the old map come out? Hold on, old map.
You're definitely asking the wrong person.
It come out. It was in 2009, the old map, and in 2012 they redid the map.
Okay.
So I played it on the old map with the old buffs, with the old characters, with the runes and all that.
So this is nostalgia for you. This isn't going back to something you didn't know
is
about.
pure nostalgia based. I remember when they
yeah.
said, "Oh, we're upgrading the map, right?" I was fuming because I was like, "What the hell? You can't change it.
Don't mess with perfection."
Yeah, why would you mess with perfection when it's absolutely beautiful? I don't know if you can skip it in to what the map looks like, the old map,
Yeah, sure.
but bro, playing this game, oh my god, it is a piece of shit. Like the graphics, how I remember it. I think we talk about Halo. How Halo is now. This is how I imagined the old maps were. Playing it, oh my god! But
man.
it has
You
all
were
the
so wrong.
No, but it has all the abilities that I remember. Like my favorite character is called Nunu, and like. He in the new game, he has a snowball. He's basically a stun champion, stun, jungler.
Okay.
This one, his W is just a passive, so it does nothing. You just
Ah.
press it and it slows down the bit. But
What?
I love it, and it has a point and click. There's a champion called Warwick, right? Where now it's all like, the best combo you can do. You've got to be able to land all the shots, and it's a bit annoying. This is just it's a point click. There's nothing they can do. It 100% lands how I remember it back in the day. And yeah. Oh,
so now you're back in. It's got its hooks in you once again.
Back in, man.
No. So I'm in, but I'm not in.
Oh, okay.
He's got one foot in the water. He's got a toe in the water.
Yeah.
But they have these things where they had rune pages where you had to save up, play so many games to buy a rune. And it was a bit bullcrap because, like, if you've been playing loads of games, or you could pay for it, you could buy crit damage, extra crit damage on your stuff. Well, because I never spent any money on League of Legends, I refuse.
Yeah.
There was moments where you'd battle and you'd lose because someone actually spent money on the room page.
Right.
So it was a bit
The pay to win.
I'm glad they did get rid of that for the latest League of Legends stuff. But like, the nostalgia of the abilities and the sounds and like the golems and the way it looks, it is just beautiful. But I can tell why they did update it. Like, yeah.
Sure.
It's
Well, the question is, Ben, this is the question everybody wants to know the answer to. Does it hold up, though? Does it hold up? Does it hold up?
If you played League of Legends back in the day, I would totally recommend giving it a go. If you're brand new and you're thinking, I'd like to give League of Legends a go, whoever's doing that, don't do it. Don't ever play the game ever, because it will destroy your life. But yeah, it's a bit of a piece of shit. But it's
so what you're saying is,
but it's a beautiful piece of shit.
New people don't play either game because it's virtual crack. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it is virtual crack. But I had to dabble in it just to see because it's only a certain season they've got it in. It's not a permanent feature.
Interesting.
So I thought
You had a limited time
do
to
you-
check it out and see how it holds up.
Do you know how bad I felt though clicking it? It's like install League of Legends. I thought, I can't believe we're back here again. I swore to myself I would never do
You
this.
swore you'd never
Hey,
do
man,
it again,
the
man.
woman says it on the wire. You make that list of things you'll never do for the drug. You're making a checklist for all the things you're gonna do for the drug, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the sound effects, everything. It's like, yeah. I hopefully next time I will not be playing it, but I haven't uninstalled it yet. I haven't.
There's no
uninstalled
guarantee.
it.
Is there? Come on, Ben. Let's be honest here. There is no guarantee you're not going to be playing this game when we speak again.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like Rocket League. You never stop, do you?
That's
Dude?
right. Or as
Oh,
Ace
never
Ventura
stop,
said,
man.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Hey. Yeah, I'm not sure whether we'll get copyright strikes for that. Hopefully not.
classic. Oh, it's just a movie
Yeah,
clip.
that's what
All
I
right,
play.
so, Stu, you got anything else?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I've only got the play my game bitch. That's I'm just left with that, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
Play my game, bitch. Testicle Tuesday.
Like a glove.
There you go.
I say that every time I parallel
I'll tell you
park
what I
well.
did buy.
Yes.
Weirdly, we played Schrodinger's Call,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you hated it,
I
whatever.
did not like it.
But it went on sale the week after we played it, so I have purchased the full game.
They couldn't get anyone to buy it at full price?
Now, what's interesting is I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I will report back next week. Does this carry over, you say? Because I played the whole of the first chapter.
Yeah, sure.
Am I gonna have to play that whole first chapter
I
again?
hope not.
I guess we'll see. I hope not.
guess
No,
we'll
I
see.
hope not either.
Yeah.
I'll be impressed if it just goes, we see you've already played chapter
Let's
1.
pick
so
up from
we'll
where you left
take you
off,
straight
yeah.
into chapter 2. Yeah, hopefully so. Because that's a long-ass game, That's not like
Yes.
just playing 20 minutes. That was a
No.
long-ass chapter.
Yes.
And
All right,
we'll
so
see.
Halo Campaign of All. Now, before we get into this is a remastering of the Halo 1. I'm curious to know people's relationship to Halo. Stu, did you play Halo back in the day, the first one, the OG, the original?
Nope.
Yeah, me neither. I had a friend
Halo
who was
3.
into it.
Halo 3 was the first
Yeah.
one I played.
Ben, did you ever play Halo 1 back in the day?
I did, because I wasn't allowed this game, but my cousin, because it had shooting and I was very young, but my cousin, I remember Adam, he came and says, "Oh, I've just dropped off some video games," and it had like some really cutesy art style
Oh,
in it.
yeah.
And as you opened it up, there
Hello
was the
Kitty.
game, Halo.
Oh, sneaking
You'd
in the
open
good
it up,
stuff.
You're like, oh,
Awesome.
that, and the original Fable was on the Xbox, wasn't it, as well?
It
I think
was.
so, yeah.
Yeah, they were the two games where when I opened up, I went, Halo I'd heard, so I was like,
Oh, yeah.
oh my gosh, I got this bad boy. And then the Fable thought, what's this game?
Huh.
That game, banger as well.
Sure. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is, the original game. I had a friend who was really into it. I sort of tried to keep up with the lore a little bit. I played it many years after it first came out, and obviously the experience wasn't going to be nearly as good. And that's kind of how I feel about the re-release. The remaster.
I'll be honest, what I think is a bit weird, and I know this is how it was in the first game, before the remaster.
Yeah.
The enemies are just fucking weird. Those little shell things that just run around making noises like some cutesy little
They're very
creature.
cute.
It's
feel
like
bad
they,
killing
they
them.
don't feel.
They're
Yeah,
not
but they
The
are-
grunts,
Yeah,
the
they are-
grunts are quite,
Yeah.
quite badass.
The grunts
But
are-
the smaller enemies are just like some
Yeah.
cutesy squirrel.
They're like
Yeah,
Muppets,
they're
man. I
attack
don't
you.
want to shoot Muppets to death.
Yeah, but the reason you
Yeah.
have them is because they were the ammo pickup. back in
I'm
the
saying,
day.
though, there's other ways to do ammo pickup instead of a cute little...
Yeah, blah, 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 blah,
And there's the
Hey, they're
sergeants
the
going,
bad
get in
guys.
there and kill them! And you're like, no, why are you sending them to die?
No, they're so cute. I just want to stroke it.
Well, not going quite that
They're
far.
the enemy. They're the enemy.
They're so fluffy.
There's a lot of cutscenes in this. Like, you're watching
Yeah, there is a lot of
like
cutscenes.
20
More than I'd
minutes
have
before
thought,
you
to be
even start
honest.
fighting. It's like seeing spaceships blow up and shit.
Can we just say though, cutscenes fucking amazing. I mean, they look
They're
amazing.
fine.
They've done
I
such
don't
a
know
good
about
job of it.
amazing.
Did
They've
you
done a
not
good
get
job
the music?
remastering. Yeah,
Oh,
recreating them.
Mine
no
was the
doubt.
music. when you're logged in.
The
Just
music's
and
good.
the
I do
music.
like the music. I'll
Oh.
say big thumbs up on the music. No doubt. Yeah, they
Or
got
whatever
the
it is.
tingles,
chanting
tingles.
choruses.
Yeah.
You know, the enemy types are okay. You basically have the cute at the start of the game, at least the hour or so I played.
Cuties.
You got the cuties, and then you
I
got.
like
the,
it when you shoot the gas thing on the back and they fly around for a
Yeah,
bit
that's
before
great.
they die.
And you can sneak
always
around and
cool.
get them with the melee, and that's nice. You know, it's clearly from the earliest days of like corridor shooters because you're going through about 20 sets of corridors that all look exactly the same.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing they have the marker or where to go because otherwise you'd never find your way out of the ship.
See,
I must admit.
Did you
I must
guys?
admit.
Did you
Go
guys
on, sorry.
play the There was another version of this, like I would say 6 years ago they released of this game where you could go back to the old game looked like.
Yeah, I think that was like the
and
Master
then you
Chief
could-
collection or something.
The Master, yeah.
Yeah.
So that game, for me, I don't think this needed it because when I played that game, I remember
Right.
thinking, "Oh, the graphics are really good from what it was."
Wait a
but they
minute,
have
Ben.
changed.
Are you trying to suggest that this company just did this to make a quick buck?
Are you kidding?
Totally.
How cynical are you,
Totally.
man? God.
Yeah, man. No
We
way.
have childlike faith in these companies.
And there are slight changes to that
Yes.
from that Xbox One,
Yes.
where now you can jump on the on Halo 1. You couldn't jump on the vehicles.
Yeah.
There are slight tweaks, but I am talking minor aesthetic
Yes.
details.
Yes, they are.
That is it worth?
No.
Is it £70 this game? Is it the full?
I don't know. I mean, we played on Game Pass.
Yeah,
but I
Is
don't-
it
I don't
worth
know.
$10 a
on
month is what it is.
PlayStation? If you've never played this game, is it worth it for only the campaign as well, not the multiplayer as well?
Well,
So
they didn't
that
have
is-
multiplayer until the second one, right?
That's
Halo-
correct.
I swear Halo 1 had multiplayer.
I don't think it
I
did.
don't think it did. I think it was Halo 2, wasn't it?
Sure it
Anyway,
did.
they probably added it into the Halo 1
It's
later, but
it's $50 on Steam.
definitely not worth that much. What's the rating system right now? Or how is it doing in the ratings?
Mixed
Yeah, I would
on
imagine.
Steam. It's got mixed reviews.
Yeah.
It's 50 quid as well. It's,
The
it's
Master Chief
$50
collection
in
is
the
very
US,
positive.
50 quid
That's-
in the UK.
That's $40. So just get that instead. If you're interested in classic Halo, don't get campaign evolved. Why would you pay for this?
But,
Faithful yet
yeah.
modernized remake. Go fuck
If you've
yourself.
never played Halo, I would say wait till it's on discount and then.
Do that
give
or
it
get
a
the Master
go.
Chief collection.
Do you know what? That is the best. Just buy the Master Chief. Buy the old version that came out 8 years ago for like a $5 and just run through all that. It's absolutely. It is a great
Wow,
campaign.
it was 7
Halo.
years
Like,
ago. Damn, I didn't realize it was that long. I
Yeah.
thought it was more recent.
What is your favorite Halo by any chance? Do you have?
I never really got
selection?
into any of the Halos. I had that problem with the cute enemies, and I just felt like, I found a gun that I liked, and then ammo ran out, and I didn't find ammo for. I had to pick up a different gun, and it was just, now this sci-fi, and this is a weird personal aesthetic thing, but I like a gun that fires metal. I've never liked sci-fi weapons that have like laser beams or, pulses of green, whatever, plasma or something. I want a gun that fires metal bullets.
But
Call
you
me
play
old
Bungie-
fashioned.
But you play Destiny 2.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's all.
yeah. So whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Halo's fine. The one thing I will say as a science fiction nerd, the idea of a ring world was first put into science fiction storytelling by Larry Niven with his book Ring World, and Halo, the Halo world where you land in the first game, is an example of one of those ring worlds. So they're building on the shoulders of science fiction storytellers before them.
Oh wow, that's cool. I did not. That is a good fact.
It's a fact. I don't know if it's
is.
a good fact. But the other thing that's
fact.
interesting is that when Microsoft finally launched an AI that was trying to be like Alexa or Siri, they called it Cortana because
That
a
is
lot of
correct. I
sweaty
remember
nerds knew Cortana, and they kind of had the hots for her because she's a sexy robot in this game. So they were trying to trade on that marketing scheme by calling their AI.
Her voice is
Cortana.
different though. This
I'm
is
sure
not
it
the
is. They probably
Cortana
had a
I
different
remember.
person, yeah.
When she spoke, I was like, "The hell is this robot chick?"
Yeah, who's
Like,
that
this
voice?
is not Cortana.
I want
know.
my Cortana back.
But yeah, it's
I just think I'm with you two. I think this is just a cash grab, and the
Totally.
Master Chief collection is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I would play this is because it's free on Game Pass. So other
But-
than that,
it's a PlayStation, Casper. If you can you believe though that Halo is on PlayStation? If I told you that
Yeah,
15 years ago, you'd
Cash
be
grab
like,
on
get
play.
the hell
Yeah,
out
but
of
they're
here.
going, you can play Gears of War, a game from 2005 on PlayStation now. Who gives a shit? Seriously,
really.
who cares?
I mean, you could probably for the same amount of money you get an old
Halo, a game
Xbox
from
One and
2002?
yeah, exactly.
Was it 2003?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a long time ago. You can play it on PlayStation now. Woo! Whoop-de-doo. Like 24 years later. Great.
Yeah.
Can't wait. I mean, it looks all right. It's Unreal Engine 5. It runs. To be fair, it runs fine because some of those Unreal Engine 5 games are terrible.
Yeah.
Mine didn't run that
but-
well, but I have a shitty PC. So
Yeah, on my PC, it ran smooth as butter on high settings. I did put it up to ultra, and
Yeah.
it did seem to run fine, but it just felt a bit weird. I don't know what was happening. It didn't feel like it was dropping many frames or anything, but it didn't feel as smooth. So
Yeah.
I dropped it back down to just high, and it was fine on high.
Yeah.
And it does look good. I mean, the game does look amazing, but it's fucking you can kind of almost tell with the voice acting in the gameplay that it's still an old game.
Yeah. You know what? This review I'm reading here makes a good point. Like they talk about like, okay, does it play better than the Master Chief Collection? Does it look better? Does it run better? And the answers are no, no, no. And then it's like, do the cutscenes, writing, and narrative adjustments add anything substantial compared to, Master Chief Collection? No. Some are cool, but the charm of cramming a Warthog or Banshee into them is lost. And it should have been a $30 to $40 US game, especially considering they didn't want to implement the multiplayer. I think if they had done this with multiplayer in it, it would be maybe worth more, but I feel like this is just slop.
yeah, for like me, Halo 3 was my favorite because the multiplayer was so revolutionary.
Oh,
that
sure,
you
yeah.
do you know when you could carry on like with your group party
Yeah.
and like play the same game constantly? That was like one of the first games that was like, hey, we don't have to pull out and constantly join different lands. That was just revolutionary.
I think
So
the
if
one-
they had
the
multiplayer
one-
on PlayStation, Halo, that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
The one thing I remember from Halo 3 was the Forge. Do you remember the Forge? And you could make your own maps and stuff. And somebody made this map, and I don't know, someone in the community made this map. And you were just running down a slope, and there was just stuff falling on you or coming towards you or something. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And you just had to try and get to the bottom without being killed.
Oh,
And that was it. That was it. But we played it for hours because
Yeah,
it was
I
just this
remember
stupid
playing
running down a
those maps
slope
were amazing.
thing.
Like, we had that with there was one called Zombie where like one of you would have the sword be infected, but you'd be super OP, and everyone's just a soldier with a pistol. And as he runs towards you, if you kill one of them, then they become the zombie, and you have to hunt more. Oh, hours I used to play with that game.
I did a map. I remember making a map where there was like I used the portals. You know, portals you could go in and then you come out somewhere else. And it was like Russian roulette. So I had some of that just pointed out into space. So the minute you went through, you just died. And then in the middle of the map was a big pile of weapons with a portal. But the only way to get to it was to go through a portal to get there.
So you had to take a
So it
chance
was
and
this
hopefully
risk
get
reward.
It is
you know,
Russian
you
roulette.
get the right portal.
Yeah, right.
You get the weapons. If you didn't, you were dead.
Listen to this review. This is so stupid. If you love the original to an overly analytical and extreme degree, you'll probably not like this game a whole lot. However, if you enjoy Halo games on a casual basis, this will be a very enjoyable experience. If you enjoy them on a casual basis, get them from Master Chief Collection. You got 6 games and you're good.
Yeah.
You don't need
And
to
now you got to
spend
pay.
70
Are you
on
paying
this.
fucking £50 for something that you're just going to play on a casual
That's not what a
basis?
casual.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly. People are weird, man. All
Game
right,
Pass
so
is
that's
fine because obviously there's not that
exactly.
investment.
I'm
there,
not out any money for this. So that's Halo campaign evolved. I give it a thumbs down. Ben,
I give it a thumbs down. I hate to do it, but it's a thumbs
Mate,
down
I
from
can't.
me.
Can I give Halo a thumbs
course you can.
down?
it's not giving
Oh
Halo a
my
thumbs down.
gosh.
It's this version of Halo, which really
Yeah,
doesn't need to
exactly.
Yeah,
exist.
please just go back and
We'll
play,
get
like
the
you
Master
say,
Chief
the Master
Collection,
Chief
yeah.
Collection. For this, thumbs down.
So much
because
more sense.
Oh, that's sad,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I
3
can't
thumbs down
believe
for
it. Where's Halo
Halo.
come from, man?
But I
Far
don't
they
think
have
we had a
fallen.
choice. I feel like
It's a great
it's a
campaign,
cash
though.
grab.
It is a great
It
campaign.
is. There's
Like,
nothing
you're gonna
wrong with the
play
game.
some-
There's something wrong with paying money for this. If you can get it on Game Pass,
Yeah.
if somebody
Yeah.
gifts it to you, like sure, play it. Who cares? But
Yeah.
It's
All
a little
right.
bit sad as well because they've laid off half of the team that
Well,
made
yeah,
this.
exactly. Very
And one of the
sad.
guys had worked there for 6 years. He'd worked for
Oh,
this
man.
studio for 6 years and then laid him off.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I've missed all the other layoffs, and they finally got me." You know, he was like, "Oh well,
You know
you
what?
know,
This
I've
is-
managed to
this
last
game
all
just-
this time."
This game just didn't need to come out. Like I
It
don't
did
think
not.
anyone was asking for this.
Nope.
No, I don't think they were, and it's a shame because you know these studios are tasked with doing what the fucking the publishers want them to do.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh well, I know you'd rather make something original and unique, but hey ho, you've got to make this.
Yeah.
Get this made. Fuck that shit.
Okay, so next week, does anybody have anything they want to suggest for the Play My Game for next week?
I'm just having a quick look actually.
Yeah, it looks like there's 2 RPGs that are good contenders. There's one called Corsair Cove, which is like a pirate community, like you build a village type thing game, which maybe, but I'm more drawn to these RPGs. One's called Mistfall Hunter. I think that's my favorite of the bunch. And there's one called Beast of Reincarnation. So
Yeah, Mr. is an ARPG, isn't it?
action RPG, which is nice because it's a little less
Which is fine
taking
for us.
itself too seriously.
Shall we do that then?
yeah.
Mistfall Hunter.
And it's also calling Extraction. So maybe smaller little missions and you climb out or whatever.
Yeah.
PvPvE.
Well, let's do that.
So, all right, Mistfall Hunter.
I would
Play
have
it with
liked, I'll
us
tell
next
you what,
week, people.
there is a game I would have liked us all to play, but we'd have to invest in it and find time to do it.
What's that?
Big Walk is out.
Yeah, I
So-
saw that. It's maybe
It
interesting.
looks kind of cool.
It does look kind of cool.
Kinda
But
cool.
Peak also looks kind of cool, which it was fun for a little while, but then I feel like the sheen of Peak kind of wore off pretty quick, and I think that might happen with
Well,
Big
this
Walk
isn't the
too.
same difficulty curve, so this
I
isn't
know.
a try and
I
survive.
know.
This is
I
just kind of
know.
hang out,
Right, but
get lost,
Yeah.
find each other
But
again.
I think that
hang out some more,
gameplay
do
loop
some
can
puzzles
lose
together.
its fun after a very quick period
Well,
of time.
I don't
I've got
know,
it
it's
on-
getting
I've
good
got it on
reviews.
PlayStation. It was free on PlayStation Plus this month, so I
Really?
downloaded it.
Big Walk?
So,
Huh.
What Big Walk was,
Big Walk, yeah, day
Oh,
one.
that's
and it
pretty
is
cool.
cross-platform, by the way. It is
So
cross-platform.
How much is it
I
on
have
Steam?
that game, but there's no stress.
Yeah, it's on
can
Steam.
play
It's not mega expensive. It's about
$13 for a game where you walk around?
Oh, it's about a tenner.
Fuck out of here. I'm
Come
not paying.
on,
I'm not
man.
paying $13 for this
No,
shit, man. I'm
don't-
sorry.
Don't stress.
Maybe
Because-
you and I should play this, Ben.
Yeah,
and
if
when
you
you
two
come
wanna
back
play it,
after
go
your
for it.
break,
Yeah.
we could play. We could talk about it because I do want to play this. I am intrigued. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw this announced,
intrigued,
it just
I
looked
just-
fucking cool. It just looked crazy cool. You know, where you just hang out, watch the sunset. You know, just.
I can do that
stuff.
by myself in other games. I don't need to.
I
pay
know.
$13 for
I
it.
read some reviews, and some of the reviewers were like, "Oh yeah, this is great. This is like hanging out in real life."
One of the most
I mean, these guys
memorable
are getting
co-op
well wrapped up into it.
experiences I've ever had. Okay.
Yeah, honestly,
mean-
people are going mental for this game.
I just don't get what's so different about this.
I don't know. But
I mean, here's the
people are
thing.
loving
My
it.
guess is that it presents itself as hanging out with your friends, just finding each other, and then there's like a story maybe of some kind that
There's puzzles. There's loads
Yeah.
of puzzles in the game.
I don't know.
You know, so it isn't just walking around,
Right.
hanging out. There is stuff to do. So I think from what I can gather from reading into it, it finds that balance between like puzzle-based
freedom
gameplay and
doing
walking
what we want you
simulator
to do. Right,
and
sure.
just chatting with people.
I don't know. It might be
don't
one of those
know.
games where I'm like, yeah, whatever. I just don't have a lot of friends to play with, so I don't want to
Yeah.
play a game like that.
I feel like
there
when
is
this
that.
comes on sale in like 6 months' time and it's like cheap, you might be like, okay, I've got it.
Yeah,
Oh, this game's
maybe.
really good.
Yeah, no one's
Right.
playing it now.
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have we got any?
I don't know.
News?
Look, Ben,
Have we got any news to talk about?
I did have some news, but it's on my
Because
phone, and my phone's not with me.
I think we should talk about one subject of news. This
Go for it, Ben.
Putting news first.
Have we all bought Netflix this month? Are we all excited for the GTA 6 trailer releasing exclusively?
No, I didn't even know that
Is it
was.
really?
I mean, we
On-
already subscribed to
I
Netflix. I
didn't know
didn't
that.
know
have
that
to
was a thing.
subscribe to Netflix.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
That's
to
crazy.
watch
Oh, it'll be
the
on YouTube. When
30
is it out?
No, I don't know.
It'll be on YouTube within an hour. Come on, you know
No,
someone's doing
6
that.
months, 6 hours, 6-hour exclusive.
It's a
What?
6-hour
Netflix.
preview of
What
the
a
game.
fucking joke.
No. It's for 6 hours. You're not allowed to.
Oh,
well,
oh,
they
oh.
say you're not allowed.
Whatever. Someone's gonna point their phone at the screen and then put it on YouTube. Like that's bullshit.
Of course they are.
There's
They're
no
just
way
gonna
they're
spend
gonna
ages
keep
taking
it.
them down for
How,
6
my
hours.
question is, how bad do we have to get in video games to have an exclusive trailer only on Netflix that you have to sponsor it for? I thought, oh my god, we have literally hit. You know what? Even Bob wouldn't have thought of that. Like,
I
that's
know,
the
right?
greed of
Yeah,
that.
no,
is
even Bob might not
next
have
Well,
to do
you know,
that.
PC Gamer headline: Can you pirate an advertisement?
It's
Well, I
and do you know
guess
what,
you
Netflix?
can.
Are you know Netflix? If you buy the cheap version, you get it in a lower quality, so you can have the advert in a lower quality.
Just
and
when
then
you thought-
sometimes-
No, they'll let you have that in 4K and everything
Oh,
else is
yeah.
in
will
low
they? That's
quality.
very
Just
good.
when you
And
thought
then
video
sometimes
game marketing couldn't get sillier, people are gonna wind up stealing a trailer. Of course they will.
Yeah, and then you know Netflix as well now. It's like if you buy the cheap version, there's an advert halfway through the movie, so you're gonna get halfway through the
right,
advert
halfway
of
through the
GTA
ad,
6.
right,
You're gonna
yeah.
And then
get
get another advert.
Oh my god.
Honestly, what is
That's
this world
brilliant.
coming
Yeah.
to?
Look, I get it, but I'll be honest with you. I'd rather go into the game not knowing much about it. You know, I mean, I fucking feel like I know a shit ton already.
Oh sure. Unless the one
Do I need to
exception to
know
that rule
anymore?
is, I'll tell you this: what I would like to
Chinny's
see.
the one exception.
I would like it is. He is the one exception. Though I would like to see Chinny do a frame by frame breakdown of this.
He's
exclusive
not got
Netflix
time
thing.
for that shit no
Well,
more.
maybe he does. Maybe he's getting bored. Maybe he's sick of his
You know,
kids and he's got
I
it.
didn't
He can
even-
change a
I
diaper
did
with one
not-
hand.
I did not even warrant a response to his jibes to me on the old show.
That's a
notes,
pretty
I'll
funny
tell you.
jibe, to be fair. Well played, Chinny.
But do you know what? I did nearly reply because I nearly said, yeah, one of us is still working, mate. You know what I mean? I get you've got two kids.
To
but
let people
one
know,
of us is going to
Stu
work
likes
every
to say
day.
all the time, "Oh, you act like no one's ever had a kid before." And so when
No one's
Stu
ever
was
had a
talking about his
kitchen
kitchen,
before.
Chinny said, "Come on, Stu, you act like nobody's ever had a kitchen redone before."
I finished 007
I
2
finished
weeks ago.
007, and I got 2 young kids to deal with. So,
Yeah, he has a no job at the moment, I'm sure. So,
oh, where is it?
Yeah, whatever.
Oh no! Oh yeah, here we go.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
It kind of loses the
whatever.
oomph when you play the sound clip so late, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, it does. The spontaneity.
Get
is
your own
gone.
sound clips then. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, right.
All right, so that was the news. Are we
Uh,
ready for emails then?
Yeah, I think we are.
Whoa, that ruled.
All right, Stu, you're up.
Okay, so we've got 2 off Jason. I am going to read both of these. One's very short, one's
Okay.
a lot longer.
Okay.
So the first email he sent was highest rated game this year. And
Partisan
what I
approach.
just said is not a response to this because I like the look of this game regardless of what Jason says.
Okay.
But he says, promising I said, but you twats never listen. Can't
won't
play
what?
it without friends though. I know. It's too cryptic for numpties anyway.
Okay.
Big walk. So, do you know what, Jason? You're not the only person with this on your radar, you know. I've been-
well, now
I've
that
been
he's
looking at
not,
this
he's
for a
not
while.
interested. Oh, it's popular.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care.
Yeah, everyone likes it. Yeah, it's not obscure enough for Jason anymore.
That's not necessarily
But yeah, I'd like to
fair.
give this game a go.
Yeah. all
So
right, go
fuck
ahead.
you. I'm gonna play this game anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, he has got
Okay.
another
A proper
another
Jason
one for
email.
us.
Or J-mail.
This is a
as some
proper
people
Jason
call it.
email. And he says, Jason, he says, assorted crisis events.
Okay.
Okay.
what that
Now, I
means.
don't know what I've is this crisis video games, but it's not spelt right for that. So maybe it's nothing to do with video games. Let's see what he has to say.
Maybe. Let's see.
So it says, veterans, sometimes you're talking your listeners, sometimes veterans, sometimes when you're talking, yeah, it could have done with a comma there.
Yes.
Your
punctuation
listeners
matters.
are struggling to understand what you are trying to get across.
Yes.
Maybe you could include footnotes for each show, you cryptic dweebs.
I think he's
I see
taking
what he
offense
did
at
there.
our suggestion that he make his emails easier to understand.
I see what he did there.
Yes.
Where's Homer? Go. Hey, Windex, Jackie Chan is about to star in a film about you. True story. That's you, Ben. I'm assuming he's referring to Windex.
Let's do a
I'll
Jackie
take it.
Chan. Was he a
Jackie
window
Chan.
cleaner in a movie? Or?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Anyway.
I love Murakami, but his latest novel about uncertain walls is just so dumb. Of course, I have a physical copy, so it will be sold for cash. I do prefer novels, but recently I purchased Absolute Martian Man, a graphic novel similar to Disco Elysium or Duke. It's a story of a Martian living inside your head. It would make for an amazing video game. I don't know how that could be made into a video game. I really don't.
I don't know. But here, by the way, I found the answer to the
know.
question about Jackie Chan. Apparently, there was a movie called Nosebleed about a window washer at the World Trade Center who stops a terrorist attack. And they had to cancel it because the World Trade Center was blown up in a terrorist attack. Awkward.
I highly recommend you checking it out. Same writer for Assorted Crisis Events, which you should all read. I don't know. I've never even heard of it. But I'll look, Jason. I'm not saying it's not good.
Maybe.
I will have a look.
I promise nothing.
I'm out. Go out for a big walk, guys. It will be healthy for you to break away from the car soccer you keep playing.
Nope.
Staring into strangers' windows or cooking shite for people that deserve steak and ale. Just saying, Jason. Steak and ale. Can't be. It's a good combo. Steak and ale pie, man.
Hey,
can't be beaten.
Rocket League all day, every day. So, whatever. Haters going to hate. You ain't going to get me to play something else.
But yeah, do you know what, Ben? You, yourself, and myself, we'll ask Kyle, see if he wants to get involved. We'll try and play some Big Walk. I think, because he's got PlayStation as well, hasn't he, I believe?
I believe so.
So
Go for it.
I'll try and get it on Steam. It is cross-platform. We should be able to play it together.
Hey, Jason's hyped on it. Jason, if you want to come and join us.
Wouldn't that
Yeah,
be
he's all
weird?
mouth. He probably doesn't even own the game. I bet he
He's
hasn't
all
even bought
mouth,
it.
You never know.
It's all mouth, man.
Here's your
I bet he
chance
hasn't
to put
even
up or shut
bought
up,
it.
buddy.
Put up or shut up. Okay, we've got two speak pipe. Well, actually, I'll tell you that. We've got one speak pipe, and then we've got two
sound
sort
files or
of
something.
sound bites. Now,
Yeah.
both of these, when I first read it, I was like, oh, he sent us songs. And then I realized that he'd used AI to create songs. So this should be kind of interesting. Let's see what we get. I don't know whether we want to do
Keep my
those
mind open.
first.
I don't want to have a knee-jerk reaction. But I will turn the sound
Shall we
levels
do the
up
first?
because... No, I'll do Saint Diesel. Or you want me to do those other sounds first?
Oh, you're going to do Saint Diesel, whichever way you want to go.
I got them in the
don't
order
care.
I came to me. So I'm going to start with Saint Diesel. Here we go. Fashionably unfashionable, it says.
Hey, veteran gamers. This week I wanted to talk a little bit about something that's outside the normal scope of video games. Shocker, I know. But last weekend I bought some new shoes and I thought, yeah, they look good. They're reasonably priced and I tried them on and they were comfortable. So there you go, bought some new shoes.
Yeah.
And I wore them to work this week. And on two separate occasions from two different people, they both said they look good, they look fashionable. I thought, what? I failed. My mission to buy non-fashionable stuff has failed. I've accidentally bought something fashionable.
You styling.
And anyone who knows me for any degree of time knows that I seemingly have no interest in fashion, and I usually don't wear fashionable stuff unless it's by accident like this. So as you probably can guess, my question for you this week is, are you a fashion conscious or fashionable person, or do you try to be fashionable? And if not, when did you stop trying to become fashionable? Stuff that you wear, as I say, clothes, shoes, watches, caps, hats. Do you ever buy them and think, oh, they look fashionable, they look up to date, I'm going to buy them? Or have you reached a stage where when you buy something now, you think, yeah, I like the look of that, it's reasonably priced, and it's something I like the look of, and don't even think about fashion. And as the Concorde said, fashion is danger. And I'll leave it at that.
All right. Thank you, Saint Diesel.
Okay, interesting. Now, me personally, do you know what my adage is? Because I'm
What's
54 now, right? So I'm a good age. But I don't want to look like an old man, because I'm going to be honest with you. There are people my age who look like fucking old men already. And I'm like, why do you want to look like an old man when you're in your 50s, man? There's no need to be old just because you are a bit old. You don't have to be old, do you? That's my...
You don't have to look ancient, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And my thing is, like, I don't ever care about, like, the fashion trends of, like, what's in and what's out or, like, what's hot. I care about looking good, but I do care about looking good. A lot of my students will just always say, I just wear what's comfortable. But that's bullshit. People want to look good. And that's why I wear a lot of black, because it's slimming. My biggest deficit in terms of looking good is my belly, which is filled with cheese and chocolate. And I refuse to eat
Nacho
very much
cheese.
better. I refuse to do much exercise. So, whatever. I want to be healthy. But I don't really care too much about how my body looks. So when I'm buying clothes, when I go to school, I wear a shirt and tie. Sometimes I wear a full suit. I do like to wear a baseball cap because it hides the chrome dome a little bit. I don't really care that I'm bald. I don't give a fuck, really. I shave my head all the time. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not chasing fashion trends or like trying to find stuff that's exotic or different or whatever.
I don't think I'm necessarily chasing fashion trends, but because I've lost quite a bit of weight over the last couple of years, it's nice that I bought some t-shirts from John Lewis, right? Quite, trendy t-shirts. And the fact that they fit me is like amazing. I'm like, I actually fit. And I'm going to be honest with you now. I'm going to put this out there, right? And if you buy an expensive t-shirt, it fits way better than a cheap one. Do you know what I mean?
I'll take your word for it. Like the only t-shirts I have are the ones with cool logos on them, like the Veteran
tell
Gamers.
The difference in quality.
Something's happening.
Yeah, something's happening. Yeah. But you can tell. I don't know. What about you, Ben? I mean, you wear some crazy clothing that we've seen on the show. Even
for me, I love like things
flamboyant.
I
think would be the word.
Like this, I'm wearing a Fred again sports shirt that came out of Glastonbury. That you had to be there when he was giving them out. So like unique pieces.
Yeah.
Like for me, I love buttons. If they have this special design buttons, I love that. Like different details, branding. I do not give a monkey's. Yeah. I am not like, it has to be Gucci or Louis Vuitton. Nothing like that. I am
now,
not.
let me ask you this, though.
For me,
you're wearing this shirt that was from a concert. Are you hoping that someone's going to say, oh, where'd you get that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is unique. And like, there was only like 1,000 of them made.
Yeah.
And because it's like so unique. And like, all of our friends bought them. So when we all meet up, we all wear this one shirt.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
that's cool. You have that bond with other people. But it is that thing of like, look, when I have a tie with Myst on a screenshot from Myst, the classic video game. Yeah. And when I wear that, like it's been a long time since a student recognized it. But when I do, I'll wear the Galaga tie. And I'm just waiting for someone to be like, oh, Galaga, dude, classic. Because then we have a bond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of times people will be like, oh, yeah, Space Invaders. I'm like, I hate you. Get away from me.
It's like my clothes, secondhand, or if there's a story behind it, where I got it from.
Sure. Yeah,
I love that piece. Like, it was when we were in Sweden this year. And like, I went into this old little shop and there was just a button shirt with all different birds printed. Like it was a smart shirt. And I thought, you know what?
Nice.
That I'm having. Would I buy that in England? Probably not. But it's got character and it's got a story behind it. So when people say, oh, all these birds, where'd you get it from? Oh, actually, it was in this random spot. Chasing, literally hunting runes. Weirdest story ever. But I do love my nostalgia piece.
Yeah, you see,
branding. Not for me, but the quality. I do understand those, Stu. There is a quality difference from, like, Primark, River Island, H&M. It's okay, but it's not that great. But every so often you go to a piece and you're like, the material is just thicker.
You can just tell the difference, can't you?
And that's where I'm willing to pay the extra.
And even the way it fits on you, you know what I mean? Because some things just like kind of hang there, don't they? Whereas other things just fit.
Do you know where it is, though?
It's hard to describe.
What I found out, my brother went to Thailand because I buy suits every so often. But buying a fitted suit or getting a suit fitted, that's where it's the game
I've heard
changer.
that, but I'm never going to pay the money because I don't give a shit. So.
No. But if you buy a suit, just go to like an old, I don't know, person, look in your local area and just go. They do it for dirt cheap, and they can fit the stuff. And you look so much more better with it.
Yeah, would you say that a good suit fits you?
Like a glove.
Correct.
See what I did there?
Correct.
You're on fire today, Jude.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just to finish off, what I would say, I mean, as you know, I don't know whether you may or may not know, I collect watches, so I am quite into collecting
you're
watches.
A watch man.
I am horology. I have quite a lot of watches, but my preferred watch is the little micro brands who only make about 500 pieces from one watch. You know what I mean? So they are a lot of the time limited editions that I get. I've got a Studio Underdog, which bit like hen's teeth. If you want one of those, you struggle. You know, they're hard to buy. They sell out really quickly.
Yeah.
I haven't got the watermelon, which is the most popular studio in the underdog watch, but I have got the mint choc chip, which is a brilliant summer watch. It's a hand wind watch. It's a beautiful movement in the back, and it's got a really nice sort of green face, and it's a great summer watch. So I have seasonal watches. So I have summer watches. I have winter watches. I have a nice little Amiga watch, you know, just a little one, but
Wow.
you know, I have some classics.
Bit off tangent. What got you into watches?
I've always liked watches. I don't really know. Since I was a kid, I like watches. So I've always been a big fan of. And as I've got older, I'm more into, you know, automatics and hand wind stuff. So stuff you wind up.
It is cool,
it just
though,
fascinates me.
Yeah, a piece of engineering so small. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
There's
for me,
there's a YouTube channel called Wristwatch Revival.
yeah.
And he basically, you know, people send him broken watches and he disassembles them and fixes them and sends them back all running perfectly. And some of the watches he's had on that show, he had one which was in a house fire, a Rolex, like that had been burnt. It was burnt to a crisp, this watch.
Yeah.
And the only things he managed to save was the face. I think the hands were melted, so he couldn't save them. The actual movement was completely trashed. He managed to save the case and the strap, so he polished all that up. But what was really cool is the bits he did save had this burnt patina on them, and it actually made the watch look really, really cool and unique, you know, because it obviously the watch
That
face
is such
was...
an awesome story, and it's got such character to it and everything like that.
Yeah.
But like for me, you know, like branding and all that, I lost complete value for it when I went to Dubai and New York, and I just went into these really expensive places. They were treating everyone like trash unless you got all the money, and they were like, "Oh, this is a high end. You can only get this." But what are we all doing? This market, it's a marketing scam of like branding. And then when I went to,
it's conspicuous consumption. People want to be seen with that item.
I once went to a fashion thing in London where you could Fashion Week. Somehow we got invited into it, and it was brilliant because it was unlimited alcohol, so that was wicked for me.
Yeah.
But when we went there, everybody there was so self-conscious about what they're wearing, and they were like, "What are you? What do you do?" And I was just like, "I'm a window cleaner." Like that's it. And the best piece that everyone was talking about, my friend Matt didn't realize we were going to it because we were going to see Pitbull that evening, so he just wore an old splodgy jumper that was so disgusting and horrible. And we said, "Bro, you're gonna have to make up a story about this because it's so not how everyone else is dressed." And the security guard was like, "Are you allowed in?" "Well, I'm not sure. I said, "No, it's an art piece because it shows that the recyclement of you know, all these terrible brands and all this disgusting like cheap, so it has a meaning behind it." And then all of a sudden everyone was like, "Wow, what a beautiful piece!" And everyone was asking about it. And the guy,
that's some Bruno level type shit, man.
Yeah, and my friend Matt was just like, "Bro, why is everyone asking about these pieces?" I was going, "You're so brave wearing that." I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Do you know what though?
Just shows the fashion industry
it's
is just
so shallow and pathetic.
So
do you know what though? Do you know what I will say? Right, we have only ever bought one thing that I would class as proper designer, and Millie. For her 21st birthday, wanted a Louis Vuitton handbag.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And we went to the shop in Manchester in the Trafford Centre. And, not the Trafford Centre. Was it Trafford Centre or was it a Centre? No, it was the Centre of Manchester. Tell that.
It doesn't really matter where you got it.
What was the
street?
Do you know, what was the street? What was the weather?
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
And the guy we spoke to, we went in the day before just to have a look to work out which bag it is she wanted. Right. And I'm not kidding you, I was just in my scruffs. I'm in the middle of Manchester at Christmas shopping in my scruffs.
Yeah.
Had a look, went in the following day to decide that we would definitely buy it for her. You know, it was a lot of money, and it was like, "Shall we buy it? It is her 21st birthday, whatever." And he recognised us from coming in the day before to look, and he came up and he's like, "Oh, I saw you yesterday looking at the bags. Which one are you interested in?" And he was lovely. There was no snootiness. There was
That's
no
nice.
looking down his nose at us.
Glad to hear it.
Went through all the, you can wear it like this, you can wear it like this, went through all the ins and outs
You
of
can
this
carry it in your
handbag.
hand or not. Like,
You can
how many
carry it in your
options are there?
hand. And he was, you'd be amazed. It was amazing how many things you could do with that strap, I'll tell you. But he was absolutely lovely. He was absolutely just a lovely guy. And that is good customer service, because he didn't once almost like question, can you afford this? What are you doing in here? Or anything of that nature.
Hey, man, you got the money.
He just
who
went through it
cares?
all.
And I think
when you experience that,
presumably, presumably they've realized that, you're going to get your Zuckerbergs who come in a hoodie, but they got crazy banks. So it doesn't, you can't tell from how someone looks on the outside how much money they've got.
I had that once with Dubai, just quickly. I went to Dubai with my auntie, and for the first week, everyone was treating me not very nice because I was just in my shorts. I was just walking around, just enjoying life.
Right.
And then what happened is I was like, yo, everyone's just being so like snoopy and lifting the noses up.
Yeah.
And then I walked in, and what they have, there's a section where you have to show your credit card to show you have enough money to go into this section. That's where I wanted to vomit. I was like, I want to kill myself here. It's disgusting. But the next day, I walked in, all of a sudden, oh, hello, sir. Have a glass of wine. Have this, have that. I went, what the hell has happened in 24 hours? What my auntie had done is she'd gone ahead and said, just to let you know, there's a famous basketball player, because I'm 6'4", 6'5", coming in. Please don't notice him. Please treat him like he doesn't want to be noticed or anything like that.
That's awesome.
So all of a sudden, I got into all these clubs for free. I got into all these things. She would just go ahead. But I didn't understand what was going on, because I was like, yo, they've completely switched. They're so friendly. But really, they were just shallow as anything, just trying to make me spend thousands of
basketball
pounds.
dick. That's crazy.
So after I found out, I was like, "Oh, I'm never coming back to Dubai."
Well, I can't think of a reason. I mean,
people.
everything I hear just makes it sound like a nightmare.
Yeah, I only had it for a layover. That was the reason.
Exactly. All right, shall we get to these other
as you
sound
say, can we just finish with a quote? Big mistake. Big, huge. There you go. Quote for you there.
Okay. So here are the sound clips. The first one's called "Don't You Know I Am a Lion." So let's see what this is.
Oh, we have got a little email to read, have we not?
Oh, is there? Hang on. Okay. Maybe I will.
See, I won't be able to hear any of this because obviously it's music. I can't hear music
sorry.
anymore.
I beg your pardon. So this is Steve Pemberton. I wonder if you could help me. I wrote this song using AI. I wrote the lyrics. Stu, you might know why Duke is probably rolling his eyes. Ben, Kyle, you can fist pump in the air, cheer, or boo. Stu, why do my save files on my phone grayed out when trying to upload to a website? It says choose file, but I can't click on it. Trying to upload to BBC introducing might sound a silly thing to try. Anyway, how is Chinny? I hope you enjoy the song.
Wow.
Steve Pemberton.
I like that he's trying to upload an AI song to BBC introducing. I'm liking this.
Yeah, I don't know that they would go for it, especially if you're upfront.
No, I don't know they would go for it. But the reason it's grayed out is probably because, and I don't know a whole lot about Apple, but they are very closed when it comes to files on the phones. They're not like Android where you can pretty much do whatever the hell you like. So it could be something to do with that. Other than that, I have no idea. You guys, any thoughts on this?
Do you know what? You chat GPT the song, chat GPT that, you might get the answer.
Yeah, there you go.
You could.
Right, you
might
guys
have to
can
do
have
with
a
the
listen
size
and
of
you
it.
can tell me what it's like.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so I'll play like a minute of the song because 3 minutes and 49 seconds is a long thing to play here in the middle of the show.
It's a long song, isn't it?
Here's a little bit of it. So it's like I'll describe it as we're hearing it. It's kind of like a groovy guitar riff. We got some nice drums going.
Going on a walk.
It's a bit of a bop. Yeah.
Get the top cat feeling fine.
The top cat feeling fine.
Spotted a tasty girl to make her mine.
Spotted a tasty girl to make her mine.
It's a bit country and western. I can actually hear this.
Country and western. Yeah.
In the movie, Darky took his seat. He licked himself with sheer delight.
Licking himself.
Dreamed of her just last night.
All right, dreaming about this
She switched her
woman.
hair like a bushy tail, ready to tell his hungry tale. Don't you know I am a lion?
Wow.
Oh yeah.
A hungry lion always trying.
Okay.
Don't you know I am a lion?
All right. So there's a little bit of "Don't You Know I'm a Lion."
So let me get this. So is that his voice? Has he pumped that into
I don't think it
ChatGPT?
is.
Or is.
I think he just put the lyrics in and said, "Make a song out of this." Which I'm not.
Wow.
Look. I think you should.
I just thought it was good. It was
I don't.
it's a
It's a
bit
good sounding
Western
song,
vibe.
no doubt about it. I am a lover of the process, so I would recommend that you get some music equipment, not equipment, but like software. You could make a song of your own using some pre-recorded loops or something. I don't know. I would love for you to give it a shot making your own music.
Hey,
but
guys.
I also understand that
Maybe-
not everybody has that.
Maybe
in them.
Steve's Will I Am. Maybe Stephen Pemberton is Will
Maybe.
I Am.
All right. So the other
Maybe.
one is called Inner Thoughts or Deep Thoughts. What's it called?
Yeah, Inner Thoughts. Yeah, Inner Thoughts.
So here's the email. Oh no, it's the same email. Okay. So yeah. So no, wait, that's the don't. Okay, I clicked on the wrong email. Here's the other one. Sorry. Here's another one I wrote, more serious this time. Okay. So we're gonna play a little
here
bit
we
of
go.
Inner Thoughts. It's kind of bouncy with the guitar here.
Wow.
Sitting thinking, missing you lately more than ever. Throughout the passages of time, left with a scar of the love we shared so long ago. Now, never. Nowadays, I feel empty and alone.
Nowadays I feel empty
Feel
and
the
alone.
calling to show the kindness you taught me. Even though you didn't realize I allowed to.
It feels like the music doesn't exactly
Even
fit the
though
lyrics.
You are gone, you're with me daily. Through the laughter, I try to inspire and find that cheeky glint of happiness in eyes.
Cheeky glint of
Sharing
happiness.
moments under stranger sky. Thinking back on helping you through your test.
Helping you through your test.
Were they real to me or just a quest?
All right. So that's a little bit of that song, Inner Thoughts. It's interesting because he said he wrote the lyrics.
First song was. I enjoyed the first song more.
I think the sound of the first song is better. I like the content of this one better, and I think it would work as a poem. I think if you just sort of wrote these lyrics out as a poem and just sort of offered them to people, then there isn't that. I know I'm a snob about AI, and but if it's a poem that you wrote, like that exists by itself, and there's no artificial anything involved. So I would love to see those. You should send me those lyrics, Steve Pemberton, because I would like to read the whole lyrics. I'm not so down with AI music.
The thing is, if he, it's quite an interesting, isn't it? Because you're saying, get yourself some music software, do that, make it yourself. But if you haven't got the skills to do that, this gives him a way of doing that song without having the skills to actually play music to do it, or work out notes and all that kind of stuff.
But he can put out some poetry. He can just share a poem with people. So I feel like music at its best is like an expression of the artist's creativity, and for me it just doesn't feel the same to listen to AI music. So I like the fact that he's writing lyrics. I love the fact that he's writing lyrics. I would just like to read the lyrics on the page.
Is this any different than, Elton John doing the music to all the songs? I can't think what his name was, who wrote all the songs.
Oh, writing lyrics for other people to make the music? Sure. No,
yeah,
I mean,
all the
in
lyrics,
a way,
and Elton John just came up with the melodies.
Exactly. There is a similarity there. There's no doubt about it. I just feel like at the end of the day, that's still two humans making music together. And it's an artificial distinction, but it's how I feel.
I guess.
It's just not my thing.
But if you haven't got the human who can play the music, then
you write poetry. Hey, I would like to turn my books into movies. I'm not going to do it through like just AI. Here, make this into a movie. I'm just going to let the book be a book.
Yeah. Although what he could do, he could put them on Spotify. Apparently, AI does quite well on Spotify for music.
Hey, you know what? I'm not here to yuck anybody else's yum. I'm really not. I'm saying my own opinion. So I appreciate the writing. I love when people are writing. So kudos for writing, Steve Pemberton. And yeah. And Ben and I agree that the music does sound good. It definitely does sound good. So, all right, what's next? We got our speak pipes done. Is it time for shout outs?
I think it is time for some.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
I wrote mine down this week in my phone.
Did you? That's pretty good.
Ooh,
that's like organized.
Right
I know, right? I'm getting fancy.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so I'll go first. Stu, thanks for the Bust a Move remix. Shit, I already said that. But I have something.
You can say it again. It's fine.
Speaking of AI, once upon a time we said something about.
Yeah. By the way, that wasn't AI. That was me.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, you can tell because it was really bad at the end.
It wasn't bad. It's just that it had a human feel to it.
It was too much.
Here's the thing: AI it's going to be polished. So if you hear something that's not very polished, it's probably not AI yet. I'm sure we're going to get to the point where AI puts lack of polish into its mix.
I got a bit carried away with the cue points.
You did. It's true. It's whatever.
End.
Who cares? You were learning. It's evolving. You read my stories from 20 years ago.
Yeah, you're having fun. You're having fun, man.
That's the most important thing. Okay, so once upon a time we were talking about the creep of, speaking of AI into games, and someone said, "Oh, I heard a rumor that Restory might have AI in it," and someone
that was me. I said that.
Okay, well, one of our listeners, Wimpo, gave us, I think it was on Discord, gave us a link to a thread where the developers talked about how they did not use AI in the game. So that made me very happy. And I appreciate you, Wimpo, for letting us know that that particular developer did not use any AI in the creation of that particular game. So, yeah,
well,
those are
I
my
said
shout-outs.
at the time, there was no disclaimer on, because they have to say on
They
Steam,
have to say.
don't they,
And I love that about Steam. Thank you,
anything.
Steam. All I want is truth in labeling. You know, again, if you want to play games that are made in part or completely by AI, that's cool. I'm sure at some point I'm going to find a game made by AI and I'll be like, you know what? I know it's AI, but I love the game, so like whatever. But
yeah, the Jonathan Blow game we played recently, that said at the beginning, you can play with AI voices, or if you prefer, you can just have it with
have
text.
the text on the screen. Exactly. I like having
and the
choice.
AI voices, I hate to say this, but they sounded fine.
Well, of course they're going to sound fine. Like AI is very good at what it does. That's never the problem for me. It's the ethics of making. Anyway, the point is, I don't even want to see it banned.
Every time you do it.
I don't want to see it banned. I want to see it. I just want to know what's available and what's in the food I'm eating.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
Oh yeah.
All right, Ben. Shout outs. Go.
I totally agree. I'll shout out you guys first. Stu, thank you for having me again. Always love it. And the listeners as well.
Yeah.
Always listening in.
That's right.
We've got a dedicated bunch here.
Thanks, listeners.
And I'll shout out Bongo Bingo. I won a free Instagram thing yesterday where I went to Bongo Bingo VIP with 6 people, and I won a bingo prize.
What did you win? A Hoover?
I won. So I had the most pressured moment of my life. It was one line, so it wasn't the greatest prize of my life, but it was an inflatable space hopper. But when I was there doing it, like line, and you know when you've got the line, I went, oh my gosh, I've got it.
Hey.
But then Nikki was like, shout, say it. And I said, I can't, because in Bongo Bingo there's 1,000 people, and if you get it wrong, they get you on stage and they call you a wanker in front of 1,000 people.
No.
Of course they do.
So
you didn't want to take the chance.
No, so then they said to I went up anyway and did it, clicked it, and then on stage I had to go in front of 1,000 people and said, "Yo, you have won." So I got the space hopper and I bounced around in front of 1,000 people on my space hopper.
Wow.
So shout out to that, because
Very
that was a really fun. And as well, we had 6 people available, but we only had 5 of us. So I found a random guy on the street drinking a beer. He was 56 years old, just chilling. And I went, "Hey, mate, do you want to come Bongo Bingo with us?" And he was a right laugh, Frank.
Awesome.
Absolute legend.
Frank.
Loyally
You see, this is what I'm saying, Ben, right? He is only 2 years older than me, and he already sounds like an old man.
Oh, yeah. But
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No need.
Did you
no
put something
need,
in the
man,
chat?
to
Did
be
you want me
older
to
at
put that up there? Or is that
56.
an accident?
No, it's okay. It was
That's
just
fine,
me
sure.
dancing around on stage. But yeah,
Um,
shout out to that.
Yeah,
That's me.
Bongo's Bingo. I heard a story. That one of, I don't know, it's Millie's friends or one of Kay's friends. Somebody I know went to it, and they won a Hoover, like a Henry Hoover.
Oh,
or
that's
something,
the big
right?
prize, baby.
But they had to carry it round town for the rest of the night with them when they were on the night out, and had to keep asking people, could they put it in the cloakroom? You know, like going to a bar or a club, and it's like, can you put this Hoover in your cloakroom? I'll pick it up later.
Yeah. I had that with the space hopper. I had to get a taxi home, and as it turned up, I went, "Hey, I know it's a bit convenient, but can I put this in the taxi?" He looked at me like, "It's gonna cost you an
The other
extra
one I
$5."
remember. We used to. Do you remember Midlife Gamer podcast? I don't know whether you ever remember this.
I do.
And we used to go to their party at EGX every year, or Eurogame or whatever it was at the time.
Yeah.
And where the hell they got this from, I have no idea. But Saints Row, was it Saints Row 3?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And they had the giant dildo on a stick as a weapon.
Yeah.
The giant purple dildo or whatever it was. They had a real life replica of that.
Nice.
And it was fucking enormous.
If you look on the stream, you can see me right now going crazy on stage in front of 1,000 people.
There's Ben.
Hey,
living it up. Nice job, Mr. Winner.
I don't know why, Ben, but it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, they had some. Well, they have the prizes here, Bongo Bingo, where they're all joke prizes. Like there was a double-ended dildo, an inflatable, and all that. But then they get you all drunk, so you're all like having a good time, beer. And then the last prize, they always say, right. And now you're playing for £1,000. So it sobers everybody. It's literally £1,000. So all of a sudden, you're like, yo, I am drunk as anything. I've got to concentrate because there's £1,000. Dude, everyone's partying, jumping on the stage, jumping around. That was stone cold silent. Everybody's concentrating.
This is crazy, man.
In the zone.
Ben, I love your life, man. It feels like you end up in these situations. Yeah, my aunt took me to Dubai. I got up on front of stage and I was, exactly. Like, I went to see Lauryn Hill and like it's really incredible.
I got VIP tickets to, I don't know, see John Legend.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, if somebody were to be like, hey, you know, Run DMC's been your favorite rap group since you were 6 years old. They're performing down the street. All you got to do is walk 2 blocks. I'd be like, I'm kind of tired today. Like,
I don't know.
But Ben says,
you know what?
Yes, life. That's awesome.
There might come a point where I hit that line. But I've not
yet,
hit that
baby.
line completely.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Ben, that was a big space hopper.
Loud, sorry.
It's like you were made for you.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
They were a big old space hopper.
All right, Stu, shout outs.
I'm obviously going to shout out Ben for helping out over the weeks, you know, since Chinny has been gone.
Yay, Chinny.
Since he's been gone. Yeah, so Chinny's gone.
Yes.
And obviously, and I'll also shout out you, Duke, as always. And yeah, the listeners for listening in, and Chinny for being a double dad, and, you know, Kyle for helping out. Kyle's back next week, by the way.
That's right.
Yes.
So Kyle's back next week.
Thank you, Kyle.
So,
thank you, Kyle.
yeah, and we'll try, but I'll be honest with you, Ben. I feel like we need to try and play some big walk at some point this week. Well, let's see if we can get some in and have a go at it.
Yeah, I'm flying out on Wednesday evening, so any time before that. But if not,
that's when my house guests are leaving, so there's no overlap there. Anyway, y'all take care of it, and I'll maybe join in at some point later on.
Yeah, let's see if we can have a go. And that's about it, really. So have a fun holiday, Ben.
Yeah, have a good time, Ben. Come back with good stories
to tell.
See you
in a couple of weeks, I guess. Yeah. Well, I'm sure he will. He always has a good story
and an exclusive
to tell.
shirt that no one else has. Yeah.
Yeah, his life's a good story to tell.
That's right. Okay, that's the show. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate you watching and listening and all the rest of it.
Thank you. Good night, much love.
All right, show's over. No refunds. You heard the robot. Get out.
Yummy.
her. 0% AI there. 100% fresh made.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, I don't have to sit in this position anymore.
Oh, no, guys.
There you go.
Enjoy that.
No. I know.
Big week this week. Big week this week
yeah?
in the kitchen. The tiles are going down tomorrow, so the tiling is happening.
Do you have your payment ready, Stu? You don't want to have to play games with them.
Better bloody have that.
Tile halfway done.
I feel like the end is in sight. I do feel like we're getting to the.
So does that mean that this time next week you're going to be finished?
No. I think I'm going to be honest. The fitter's away this week. I'm off on the holiday this week, so we're going away tomorrow. I'm leaving Millie with the Tyler, so that'll be fun.
2 more weeks.
The plumbing still has to happen.
Okay.
The final electric stuff has to happen. The decorator's got to come in and paint it all. So I reckon it's still got to be another 2 weeks. Yeah,
Okay,
even though the whole kitchen's pretty much in now.
Gotcha. The basic stuff is in, but you got to have the stuff behind the scenes and then the finishing.
Should have that, the oven with the toaster that's in the section.
The oven, by the way,
the internet connected oven.
The oven. We've actually used the oven tonight. Yeah, do you know what? fuck that shit because I tried to connect that oven tonight. I thought, you know what? I'm going to connect. What a fucking farce.
Oh, God.
I couldn't get it to connect. I did the
sorry,
network
that
thing that it
sucks.
said, then it timed out, and then it timed out again.
Yeah.
Then when I managed to get the password in for our internet, it went, oh, I can't reach this internet. ISP is wrong. And I was just like,
Christ.
fuck off. I'm just going to use the fucking dial like a normal person. You can fuck yourself.
Pretty much.
There you go.
Yeah. And that's
Also,
an expensive oven, man.
Yeah. Finally, shout out to the National Mustard Museum. We went there today, and that was fun. So. And Antonio.
Yeah.
Shout out to Antonio. All right, guys.
Antonio,
I got
of course.
guests. I got a dog. I got to monitor so he doesn't attack.
Oh
our
yeah,
guests,
watch him.
so-
Watch him
yeah,
like
exactly.
a hawk.
Have a good
watch
week.
that dog, man. Get a muzzle on it.
Yeah, you
exactly.
too. Have a good time.
Bye.
Strap it up. Here you go. I know what, Duke. Has he gone?
No, go ahead, quick.
pissed him.
I'm
He's
about to
already
go. Go.
No, I'm going to say, strap its snout up with some insulation tape or something.
That's
It'll be
very
fine.
helpful.
It's not that bad.
Bye.
It's not that bad.
I know. I like to
Bye.
be helpful.
Okay, that's enough. No more talking.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah.